Hey, it's Kelly here, former crack addict, recovery coach, and Life Beyond Sobriety. That is my private online community for people in addiction recovery who want to set big goals now that they're sober and make those goals happen. We learn strategies in weekly live coaching sessions to make those things come true. Go to lifebeyondsobriety.com and check it out 2 weeks for free.
Well. Well. Chef God, what up? Cozy Newton, what it do? Y'all know what time it is, man. Welcome to the Graveyard Shift. This is episode 79. The title, as you see, Luka is an imposter. Plus, congratulations to my man Jaylen Brown, Finals MVP. Said, man, yeah, facts, Chris. 4 or 5. I'm proud of Dallas for taking it to 5 games. I truly am. I'm proud of them. But when you're led by an imposter, a half-ass hooper that plays zero defense and can't, you know what I'm saying? For somebody that's supposed to be the best player in the NBA, he did a terrible carry job. Couldn't carry his squad. Anyways, before we get into that, y'all, I want y'all to remember this, man. Look down here at the banner. You can't buy energy. You got to get some sleep, man. Shout out to Breezy for coming with that incredible quote. That's the quote of the week, quote of the month. I'm sorry. Not the day, not the hour, not the show, not the week. That's quote of the month. You can't buy energy. You got to get some sleep. Hopefully the Mavericks sleep sound tonight. That was just an embarrassment of an NBA Finals, y'all. It was just a waste of time. Just a waste of time. The Mavericks were clearly outmatched. Man, I'm not really even disappointed because I already knew Dallas had no business being in the finals. They got lucky a couple series in the Western Conference, and they got to the finals, and what we all knew was going to happen happened. There was so many people trying to convince me that the Mavericks were actually going to win this series, and the whole time I was just in complete and utter confusion. Like I didn't see what everybody else supposedly saw. I don't even know if everybody even saw that, if they was just really busy hating on Jason Tatum. I think that's what it is. I think a lot of people were just picking Dallas because they were just wanted to hate on Jason Tatum, knowing that there was no possible way that these Dallas Mavericks could possibly compete against the Celtics. Luka's a fraud. He's a fraud. They didn't even compete. It wasn't competitive. It wasn't close. It wasn't a good series. Game 4 was clearly a throwaway. Boston wanted to win it on their home court, and they just let the Mavericks do whatever they wanted to do in Game 4 because they knew that they would go back to the TD Garden in Game 5 and beat their ass just the same way they did. They wanted to win that game at home, and that's what they did. Won the finals at home. They had confetti just flying in the air for minutes upon minutes upon minutes, just floating in the air. Confetti that they've had stored up in the rafter for probably over a decade, just waiting for the next time they won. Pardon me. It was an embarrassment by the Dallas Mavericks, an embarrassment by Luka Doncic, really, really trying to milk that whole knee injury thing. You know what I'm saying? They were just outmatched. Cozy, at least you can admit it, though. At least you can admit it. Cozy said, I can't lie. My hatred for the C's is what made me pick Dallas. And you know, Cozy, there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people did that. Nobody could possibly sit here and honestly tell me they thought the Dallas Mavericks could compete with the Boston Celtics. Nobody could tell me that. I'm not buying it. I can't. Like I told y'all before, when out of the top 8 players in the series, 6 of them played for the Boston Celtics. When you have odds against you like that, it's impossible to win. It's impossible to win. You just can't. I can't lie, yo. I'm kind of pissed off that the Mavericks really just disrespected and wasted our time like that. And it wasn't just Luka. Kyrie didn't do much himself. But I want to stay there because Luka Doncic is an imposter. He's a half-ass hooper. He's a half-ass basketball player. You know, he's a half-ass basketball player. To call him a hooper is disrespectful to the game. He's a basketball player. You know? He's a basketball player, man. I wouldn't even disrespect and call Luka Doncic a hooper. You know what I'm saying? He's a half-ass basketball player. Oh my God, I'm disgusted right now. It's sickening. Joel said I fell asleep during that game. I fell asleep during the whole series. It wasn't even a series. It wasn't a series. It was, I don't even know what to call it. That was like open gym run, and this like the varsity team just spanking the JV team, just all up and down the court, just beating the shit out of them. Hold on, my man Andrew G dropped through with the super chat. He said, "What they gonna say now, Ox? Celtics on top. Bring the ruckus on the panel tomorrow for us Celtics fans. Ticket was nasty the whole time towards the season." Well, I mean, that's to be expected. That's to be expected. I expect people to be nasty towards the season because they're Jason Tatum haters. They're Jaylen Brown haters. They're Kristaps Porzingis haters. They show Derek White a little love. Derek White's the only one that really gets love over there. They hate on Drew Holiday, trying to sit around and have a conversation with me about Russell Westbrook with Drew Holiday. Man, Russell Westbrook can't tie Drew Holiday's practice sneaks, man. Russell Westbrook can't tie Drew Holiday's practice sneaks. And y'all want to hate on Drew Holiday, hate on Jason Tatum, hate on Jaylen Brown, hate on Kristaps Porzingis, hate on Al Horford, and sometimes show Derek White a little love. And I'm sick of it. I'm so happy that the C's just they just utterly beat the shit out of the Mavericks. And I'm happy to see that. It wasn't competitive. The best player, the best offensive player in the NBA. When you have to say things like the best offensive player in the NBA, that's how you know this dude's a bum, a fucking bum, a fat, chubby, flopping bum. No defense, no competitive nature, zero heart, no balls, no nuts. No nuts. And this is the guy y'all want us to praise. This is your king, Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic, this imposter, this fraud, this fake, this phony. That's what he is. He's a phony. He's a fake. He's a fraud. He's an imposter. He's a half-ass basketball player. He doesn't deserve to be on the same court as Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Top 5, my ass. Shame on y'all. Shame on y'all. Shame on every single last one of you that I have to listen to hype up Luka Doncic. Shame on all of y'all that call me a hater. Shame on you for not holding Luka Doncic accountable. He's an imposter, a half-ass basketball player, not even a real hooper. The game gods will never, I repeat, the game gods will never reward you, Luka Doncic, for being a half-ass basketball player. Get your fat ass in shape, move your damn feet on defense, recover, stop being lazy, stop crying and bitching to the refs. I swear I wish PJ Washington wouldn't have saved y'all against OKC, because Shea would have never went out like that. SGA would have never went out like that. And PJ Washington saved y'all ass against the Thunder. I swear to God, I feel so. I'm telling you, man, it was a disgrace. A disgrace. A simple, utter disgrace. Half-ass basketball playing ass boy. Take that shit back to Russia. I'm telling you, man, I'm sick of the bullshit. I don't want to hear nobody capping tomorrow on the panel. I'm telling you, I'm leaving tomorrow. On the panel, if I got to listen to these motherfuckers talk about, well, he was still the best player in the series and this and that, I'm leaving. I'm just leaving. I'm clicking my leave the studio button on the bottom right here. You got any of y'all that never been on StreamYard, on the bottom, you got controls. It says mute, stop cam, settings, present. When you press present, that's when you share your screen and stuff. Invite, that's when you invite, get the link out and send it out, and then leave studio. I'm clicking leave the studio. I'm clicking leave the studio. I don't want to hear any Luka Doncic hyping up tomorrow. I don't want to talk about him against Jason Tatum. Luka Doncic is not on Jason Tatum's level of basketball. Luka Doncic is not on Jaylen Brown's level of basketball. Luka Doncic is not on Drew Holiday's level of basketball. He's an imposter, a fraud, a fake, a phony, just disrespect to the game. The shit I have to listen to about Luka Doncic all damn year. Oh my God, he's so great. Look at how he probes the defense. He's such a good passer. He's not. Okay. He's a half-ass basketball player, a fake hooper. Jason Kidd and Mike Finley should get him in the corner in the locker room and beat the shit out of him. That's what they should do. He need to take that shit this summer. He need to take his ass back home to Russia and work out, lose 20 pounds, get in shape, and find some heart. Find some heart. That's what you need to do. Go up there to Siberia and find some nuts, Luka Doncic. Find some balls, please. Because what you're doing in here is disrespectful. It's just disrespecting the game. I don't want to see it no more. I'm not going to have any more conversations about how good Luka Doncic is no more. Okay? I'm not entertaining it. I'm not respecting it. He's better than Jason. Fuck out of here. Jason Tatum is a real hooper. He's a real basketball player. Luka Doncic is a half-ass prima donna. That's what he is. A crybaby bitch. Oh my God, he hit me. Ref, call that. Man, play some fucking defense. Stop disrespecting the game. And then I hear I'm watching the playback and they're talking about, oh, I can't wait for him and Jokic to link up. Man, I can't wait for him and Jokic to link up. You know how just abysmal that defense would be? And this don't got nothing to do with Jokic. Because at least Jokic plays the game with some integrity, has some heart, until he gets to flopping, because he's a big fat flopper too. I'm not going to lie to you. He's borderline half-assed his damn self. You know, I'm tired of it. Ox, don't let them get Brown. Brown went to go play with Luka. Brown a real hooper. He not trying to play with Luka Doncic. No, I wouldn't. Don't even entertain no stuff like that. Well, the foreign players rep always miss. I'm not going for that though. Dubs the money man. I'm not going for that, bro. I've seen many of foreign players that are far from soft. You know what I'm saying? A lot of foreign players. You know what I'm saying? That really come with it. I'm calm, Joe. I just got to get this off my chest because I'm tired of the bullshit. I know it's gonna be a whole summer of just narrative spinning. JT wasn't even Finals MVP, so how could he possibly be top 10? You know, all that type of shit. I'm not going for that. With that being said, once again, shout out my man Jaylen Brown, man. I told y'all, I've been trying to tell y'all, man, he's really him. Kids, I dropped the link already. I dropped it twice. I'll drop it again for you if y'all want to come up here and, you know, talk some ball. I'll drop the link again. No problem. I could do that. But even the ones that come to the league, though, it's a lot of foreign players that I wouldn't consider soft. I mean, I don't think Tony Amanu was soft. I don't think Marc Gasol was soft. I don't think Boris Diaw was soft. I mean, there's a lot more. We can keep going back like further. I like guys like Linus Cleaver, Andre Karolinko. Those guys weren't soft. Yeah, those guys were far from soft. Giannis ain't soft. I don't think Jokic is soft either. I just think he's just ass on the defensive end. Pau Gasol, he was kind of, I don't even know if he was soft or he was kind of frail. I'm not sure. Yeah, I wasn't soft. Most of the Spanish players weren't soft. I don't think hardly any of the Spanish players were soft. Rudy Fernandez, Ricky Rubio, those type of guys, none of them were soft. I wouldn't think so, or I wouldn't say so. Yeah, Duke. I don't think Powell was soft. I wouldn't consider him soft. He was the closest to soft from the kind of group of guys I'm kind of talking about right now. And then you go back even to the 90s, those guys weren't soft. Tony Kukoc was far from soft. Vlade wasn't soft. Vlade just had a flopping problem, which I hated. I hate that flopping shit. I don't care who you are. I hate it. Let me think. Let me think of any guys I like. Now, I can't think of anybody I would consider soft. I know there are some soft. Gobert's not soft, bro. He's just like skinnier. Like Gobert not soft. He be trying to bang. Who we got right here? Trunks 44. What's going on?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can see you.
Yo, man, nothing but salute to the Boston Celtics, man. I gotta give it to them. 100% hands down. And the one thing I definitely gotta give credit to is Brad Stevens, man. That's the name, right? The GM. He is the GM.
Brad Stevens, yeah.
He is the GM of the year, and they got an award for that. He deserves it. Not just the GM of the year, but possibly the whole decade. For him to go out,
okay.
Yeah. Oh, the moves he made this offseason to go out to get Kristaps Porzingis, to go out and get Drew Holiday like a bat out of hell, and no one knew he was gonna go get him. I want to and it get Derek White. I think he also made that decision, I believe, to get that player too.
I believe
I want to give credit to them. Listen, you can't get mad, and you already see the narratives of people in the media saying, "Oh, Boston got a good team." Listen, you can't get mad at Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown for having an organization that takes care of them, that put good role players and players that fits their playing styles in that team. And look at it now. They went all out and won a championship. And now for this season, and not just this season, but next coming up season, they're going to have the confidence in the world because now that weight has been taken off their backs. No diddy. They literally won't go out there. They're not you. The media can't say nothing. ESPN can't say nothing. The sports analysts can't say nothing. You can't say shit to Tatum now. You can't say shit to Jaylen Brown. And now you can't say shit to Joe Mazzulla because they did it and they did it their way and it got the job done regardless of what anybody want to say. And that I basically got to give salute to that, man. And they're going to come in next season even harder because if you ask me, I feel they got a good chance of keeping all their players. They're definitely going to go in the draft. And I do believe, because the one thing about Boston, they're sneaky. They're going to get a big this draft who can get rebounds and block shots and be a good defensive presence in the paint. Because Porzingis here and there, he gets injured here and there. They got the 30th pick in the first round. In the first round.
They going to go up. Find a steal at that 30th pick? Or I'm
going to get to that. I'm going to get to that. They're going to go get a steal, and they're going to draft Zach Edey. I put my right hand to the man. My right hand to the man. They're gonna get.
I was gonna ask you that when you were saying I was gonna ask you. You think he can fit there?
They sneaky, man. And I gotta give credit because they're a great team organization. And I don't blame them. But they're gonna get Zach Edey. I swear for God, watch.
I'm not mad at that. I would like to see that. I would like
to see
that.
I
think Zach Edey can fit with them for sure.
Yeah, and now I gotta say this too. Jason Tatum is a superstar. I've been saying that before, but people got to stop discrediting Jason Tatum. He is now a superstar, and he is a top 5 NBA player as we speak right now. And you know what? Right now, if you ask me, he a top 3 NBA player in the league. You can put him over Giannis if you want to. I won't do it. You can put him over Jokic. I won't do it. But he's right behind those 2 players right now.
I won't put him ahead of Giannis.
Oh, you could. I wouldn't either. And I want to. Yeah, go ahead.
I do put him against. I do put him against ahead of those guys that don't play both sides of the floor though. I do that.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody on this live stream, and I was arguing with this old head. He's better than Embiid, man. Stop. I'm tired of Joel Embiid talk. Yes. Yes. Okay. 10 times better than Joel Embiid.
Okay. Well,
I'm tired of this talk, man. I've been staying and saying this. Cooked his ass in the last season in Game 7. The so-called the fake MVP, the fake African, the media hates Giannis Antetokounmpo, MVP Joel Embiid. He cooked his ass, man. I'm not hearing this shit. I'm my father cousin. I'm not hearing this no more.
I'm not mad at especially because last year was rough for Joel. The way, especially the way that ended, and then him getting hurt this year. So I can see you having him over Joel. I'm not mad at it. I don't think I do, but I ain't mad at you.
Yeah. Congrats.
I'm sorry. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I just had to jump in real quick and ask you. You really said he's better than Embiid? How so?
What did he do last season? To your boy in Game 7. How many points? No, I got one question. How many points he put up on Game 7? On 76 in Game 7. That's all I gotta say. Say the answer, please. Just give me the answer.
I'm asking you to see how do you.
No, man, no. I'll answer. No, hold on. I'll answer your question if you answer mine. You came here. You want to speak about me?
I'm adding context to my question so you can understand.
No. I ain't gonna answer your question then.
No, because you're not understanding what I was trying
to say.
No,
you answer my question first.
Okay, so what was your question? I'll answer your question. I'll humor you.
How many points did Jason Tatum put up on Joel Embiid's head, the fake African, the fake MVP?
Wait, real quick, Trunks, real quick. Before we go on, I need you to put some context to why you keep calling my man a fake African.
Man, he didn't go out like a real African, man. Blood in, blood out in the Lions. In the Lions den. Okay. And I'm just joking when I say that. Have you been Listen. When I say the African part, I just joke around. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, when was the last time you've been to Africa? Because my ex-wife was an African, and that was 20 years ago. We went there, and Africa was just
no. Listen, brother. Hold up, brother. When I say the African, I'm joking around, man. I'm joking.
Oh, it's all good.
Okay, let me say something. I just bullshit around, man. Come on, man. I just have fun.
No, it's cool. But the reason why I asked you about
all the Africans, I love them, man. Huh?
No, we cool. The reason why I asked you about Embiid is you said you had a question for me, and then I'm gonna ask you my question. So I want to answer.
Okay, let me say my question. I'm gonna say my question. Mm-hmm. Okay, how many points last season did Jason Tatum put on Joel Embiid's head in Game 7 in the NBA against the 76ers in the NBA playoffs?
You got me, but I'm gonna take a shot at it. I'm gonna say 37. I can't remember quite off the top of my head. I thought it was 37.
Well, you got Google, don't you?
Yeah, but I mean, you know the answer. It'd be quicker. Hold on. You can give me the answer before Google starts. That's all I'm saying. I think it's 37.
Well, the chat giving to you, not just 50, 51.
Oh, 51? Thank you, chat, for reminding me. Okay.
And hold on. Before that NBA season, 2022 to 2023 season, last season, he went to the NBA Finals before that season.
Okay.
What are we talking
now
about?
Now I see what you're basing it off of. You're basing it off of team success rather than actually individual success.
So you're saying the 76ers did not put a good team around Joel Embiid?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to simply understand is.
And are you saying this team, the team he had around him was not a good team, and also the punishment should not be on him too for choking? Is that what you're about to say right now? Is that what you? Okay, go ahead. Go.
This is exactly what I was trying to say. That's why I said I wanted to break it down. The thing is this. I base players on individual status, and then there's a team status. What happened with Embiid as far as the playoffs with the team, this year especially, as a Knicks fan, he put it to us best. Maybe not against Boston last year, previous years. I'll give you that. But what he's been putting up the last 2 years, I think has been an amazing growth as compared to Tatum. Not only because he won the MVP last year, but he followed up all the way up. They were the second seed up until he got hurt. So for me, his impact on winning as far as a team, he's that major to where if he's missing, his team drops to 7th or 6th place. That's why I say Embiid has that impact. Okay. As far as Tatum's system has been working, whether he's there or not, because he plays both sides of the court. Tatum has the advantage on defense to where I think his defense is better because he can guard multiple positions more than Embiid. Embiid could lock down a 4 and a 5, but I think that Tatum can do more on a defensive end than he can. But when it comes to Embiid, overall, Embiid's impact, the fact that he shoots constant free throws and nobody could stop him from getting there to the free throw line in his motion or whatever is very dangerous. So for me, the only thing that Tatum has over Embiid that you can actually solidify as the championship in the playoffs. But that's all based on team success rather than individual success. What do I mean? What did Tatum grow off of from last year as opposed to this year? His defense stepped up. His positioning as far as he's doing switches, as far as him taking his shots. Yeah, he still does these wild three-point shots, but at the same time, what most people don't realize is most of those jacked up threes, you guys have the offensive rebounding. You have 2 or 3 guys that are already under the down low in the basket. So when he's jacking up pull-up threes, like most people say, you guys have more rebounders to clean up. So Tatum's game has changed the way he's taking less shots and he's more efficient, as well as his defense stepped up. That's great. But look at what Embiid did last year. MVP, defensive rebound, was the same player he was last year and was an MVP talk till he got hurt. Go ahead.
But listen, what you sound like to me is you're blaming the organization taking care of their superstar. What you mean, no? You said
never, because this is the thing.
It's a team. This organization.
Okay, I appreciate. Go ahead.
Okay, what you stated, you said it was a team effort. This was a team effort.
Playoffs.
At the same time, Tatum did improve the game in many ways. He played within the system. He played within the coaching scheme, and he got better in facilitating himself in that way. He also got better, as you can see, playmaking. He can affect the game now more, taking less shots now for the team to be even more successful. That's what Jason Tatum did. And I mean, Embiid is somewhat different. I don't know. Listen, he had so many coaches over these years. Embiid, it's just the only thing with him is the playoffs. See, listen, this regular season stuff, you guys got to stop it, man.
Can I jump in?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Bob, you was cooking earlier. Salute the ox. Graveyard shift. But Trunks, yeah, salute. But I think this year you can't really blame Embiid on his playoffs because he definitely stepped up for his team. He led the playoffs in points, I believe. But I mean, his role players. I mean, Maxey. If you put Maxey aside, who was the third option? The third option didn't really step up. Tobias Harris finished game 6 with 0 points. And I'm not blaming his teammates, but I mean the Boston Celtics, they had their third option averaging 20 points in the first round. Derek White was balling in the first round. And then you get to the finals, you got Drew Holiday stepping up, Kristaps Porzingis stepping up as well. So I think Embiid individually, like Cowboy Bob was saying, Embiid individually played better in these playoffs. But Tatum, even though he had certain nights where he wasn't balling and his team, picked up the slack. Jaylen Brown was balling. Derek White was balling. Drew Holiday was balling. I think Jason Brown. I think Jason Tatum stepped up huge in the conference finals and in the finals. I'll give him that. But the first 2 rounds, not so much.
And I'm just saying, like, if you look at how these guys played in the last 2 years, I hate Boston, but I've advocated for Tatum as far as
I do. I hate Boston. I'm a Milwaukee Bucks fan. I like Giannis.
No, but just check this out though. The reason why I say you can't say that about Embiid is because when Tatum misses games, the team still can win because of the system and the players they have. When Embiid went out for those 20-plus games, his team probably won, I think, 6 or 7 games. I know my memory is bad, but I think they won like 6 or 7 games out of the 20 games or something that he missed.
Yeah, they won 7. I'm a Sixers fan.
They lost 7. Yeah, so if you think about that, you can rest Tatum. Think about it. Like the guy just said in the playoffs, the first 2 series, Tatum was just playing the average. He wasn't playing his normal Tatum self, and they were able to win. If Embiid did that, they would have never won. Embiid had to drop 50 on one leg. Embiid had to do other things as far as being the guy. So for me, I think Tatum took a big step. I think this year, not because of the championship, I think overall success of everything that he did in the playoffs, outside of the championships, I think he's a top 10 player. But if you're going to sit and say he's better than Embiid, he's better than what's his name from the Bucks? Dang it, I can't. Giannis. You're going to tell me I can't agree with it because Giannis, you can't stop Giannis. But Giannis has that same impact that Tatum doesn't have. To where if he's off his team is garbage. Don't get me wrong, Tatum is a nasty player. That's why I say, like, I've said it before, I think he has that Clyde Drexler effect. To where no matter how good Tatum is, everybody's not going to see it. And he's a really good player. I vow for him, and I said it all year. I think Tatum's the best player on that team. But, come on, man, Tatum, He's a top 10 player. There's other guys out there that have more impact on team success and winning than he does.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I mean,
like I said, I love Tatum. I love him.
Yeah. I mean, back to the Embiid point. I mean, every time he went to the bench, the Knicks went on the run. But I mean, Tatum can't really say that because when he takes a seat, the Celtics still do pretty good.
Brown's actual offense becomes better when Tatum ain't on the floor. But it's funny, Brown gets more looks when Tatum's on the floor. Why is that? Because Tatum's getting doubled. Tatum does crazy things, like I said, pull up, jack up threes to where you guys can get that extra rebounder down low off of a jacked up three. There's a lot of things that I watch in this game. Tatum's nasty, but he's not there yet. He got work to do.
But Bob, we gotta give Tatum credit on his playmaking. I think he had like 10 assists in the first half alone.
Thank you.
We're definitely he definitely improved as a playmaker. And
that's
a fact.
That's a fact. I give him that. That's what I mean by like when his offense is off, he can get back on defense. He can contribute with passing. His rebounding, I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry. I had a video. I was on with Player's Choice with Mars and Open Gym. We sat there for like the first 3 playoff series and we watched all his rebounds. Like every 6 or 7 of them per game were just uncontested. He was wide open. But if it comes to passing, when it comes to defense, like I said, I've seen him. Why do you think they were able to get so many wins? They only lost to 2 teams twice this entire season. That's freaking crazy. You lost to 3 teams twice the entire season? Come on, man. Boston's been doing well for themselves. And the fact that they were able to win this year, I give it to them. But I'm going to tell you this. We coming for y'all.
I got to say this.
The Knicks?
You got to go through us again,
yes,
bro.
Sir. Look, you got 29 other teams that are gunning for Boston.
Let me ask y'all. I want to figure out something real quick. I want to make sure we touch on this now. Let me get this out the way before we go any further. Did Jaylen Brown deserve Finals MVP?
Absolutely.
I'm going to say yes because of Game 5. And I'm going to say if Drew made his 5 layups that he missed wide open to the basket in the second, third quarter, he missed 6 layups. I can't believe it. If he made those layups, because they were actually, when they were trying to get on a run and they were struggling, had he made those layups, I think Holiday would have got it. I don't think Brown deserves it. I would have given it to KP.
Yo,
KP?
Yeah, I think
yep,
Brown
they lost without him.
You wait. What?
Yo, what
Bob, that was a joke. Bob, that was a joke. I was joking about KP. We drafted him as a Knicks fan. I'm trying to throw salt. That's all.
Okay.
We drafted him. But I don't think Brown deserved it, but he had an argument. I don't think Tatum or Brown deserved it. I thought Holiday would have got it if he played well tonight, but
yeah, I think JT or JB either way could have got it. Drew Holiday played great. Big ups to Drew Holiday. I think it went to the right person. Hey,
yeah,
how you feeling about these Celtics beating the shit out those frauds?
2 Scottie Pippins.
Yo,
the 2 Scottie.
El Paul.
El Paul, what you mean, El Paul?
El Paul, yo.
What's wrong with the poll?
Yo, Dick, what the fuck type of shit?
Why are you muted? Leaf, why are you muted?
He probably going off already, bro. He probably fucking shit up in the background.
My bad, yo.
Again, what's wrong with the poll? Easy.
Yo, bro, what type of choices was that, bro? What the fuck, man? Yo, I was dead about to pick the last choice, and they was like, yes. I was like, wait, hold on. They're all the same shit. Hold on.
Hey, Big Ox.
Yeah.
Did this kind of show? And I was saying this my main man a couple of days ago. Does this kind of basically show how the West is somewhat kind of overrated? In a way, because I don't know. Hold on. I'm not saying with the competition, like because I'm gonna be honest, they got better all around teams: Sacramento, Lakers, Minnesota, OKC. I can go on and on and on. Even the bottom teams that they have in the West are 10 times better than the bottom teams that they have in the East. But I'm just basically stating of like going against the best of the East, like against a healthy Milwaukee. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but a healthy 76ers. And we just seen with like the Boston Celtics. Because the thing with the playoffs is the matchups. I don't think the teams in the West can go against those bigs.
Yeah, so the Celtics were top heavy, but I mean the bigs in the I think the bigs in the West are fine against the bigs in the East. So, even Joel. But I do get what you're saying. I don't think the West is overrated. I think the West as a whole is much better than the East. But I do think when it comes to the Boston Celtics in particular, they were the best team in the league all season. The Bucks and the Sixers, I mean, they could beat anybody as well. But I do think that the
they
West
give a team a run
overall
for their money in the West.
But I do think that the West overall is the much better conference from top to bottom. Much better conference.
And if you look at it, most of the guys in the West are pause the size. If you look at the size, like their smallest guard is probably like 6'2", 6'3". But if you look at the East, we got guys that are 5'9", 5'11" playing point, like Trae Young and stuff like that. Like our system is more. If you look at how it switched back, well, actually it's the same. If you look back in the day, the West was always top heavy, big guys, strong, powerful that could run, and the East were all quick guys, except for a few guys. Now they have a balance of tall with the speed and the youth and the actual better guards. But when you look at the East is just basically a bunch of mid-level guys. It's like, how do I say it? Because the East is always in competition with one another. They don't really get to draft the best players like the West do.
And the only
you get what I'm saying? Like if you look at anybody on the East Coast, we're always like, we rarely get the top 10 draft picks. And that's because we're always in competition, because we're always in that 40 to 45 win. Where if you look at the West, it's like a 10-20 game difference. Go ahead, somebody.
Well, hold on real quick. Y'all Leaf, what's good, fam? You here?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
So, I mean, you jumped on. I figured you might want to make a statement or say hello to people. Or,
got a little short soliloquy.
If not, then D Reed, I'm sorry, D Bell, you got the floor, D Bell. If Leaf don't want it.
What happened?
Go ahead, D Bell.
Go ahead, D. Reed.
I mean, looking at this series, I mean, I don't know why people was running with that narrative that maybe not narrative, but like thinking Dallas. If you looked at the total team, why people were so quick to be like Dallas and whatever game 6 or 7. Because if you look at the teams outside of Kyrie and Luka, I mean, there wasn't much to go, to get you over the hump going against a team when the other team's third or fourth best scorer is better than majority of number 2 or 3s.
Respect PJ. I mean,
PJ, bro, come on, bro. They're fifth. Boston.
Respect PJ for what?
Boston's sixth best player was better than PJ. Boston's sixth best player is better than him.
Hey man, I think the Boston Celtics paid Brittany Renner to be there, man. Brittany Renner was somewhere around that presence because that team, man.
Cruddy.
We had PJ looking out there,
man. Yo, what's up, fellas? What's up, fellas, man?
Yo, hey, what up?
Good morning.
I'm seeing the haters on tonight. You know what I mean? Get that shit off your chest, man. Get that shit off your chest, man.
Real quick, Real quick. With the ending of this finals, does that change your top 15?
Nah.
No.
JB don't slide up?
He slides up.
But maybe not top 15. We go list right now. Okay,
you didn't have JB in the top 15.
I'm thinking about it. I would hope that nigga PG is outside the fucking top 10.
Yeah.
You got jokes. You got jokes, my nigga. You got jokes. All right.
Come on, hey, that was some bullshit the other night, bro.
Hey, I tell you, nigga, I told you that shit was fluid, nigga.
Bro, no, you're not, bro. Like, you playing games, bro. Come on, bro.
No, that shit changed. Hey, I mean, it's like half the league's
disclaimer right there. It's fluid.
Like, man, hey, you playing games, bro? Like, come on, bro.
Hey, I ain't no game. Hey, man, let me get my shit up, man.
I mean, Jaylen Brown is a top 5 shooting guard in the league, ain't
he? Yeah, he might be top 15.
He been a top 5 shooting guard.
You got Anthony Edwards. You got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Okay. You got.
Is he a shooting guard?
SGA as
is he a
Jaylen Brown shooting guard? Yeah.
Oh, no, SGA.
I think he more.
He's like a combo guard.
SGA played the one, bro. Like you think,
bro? He played the combo.
Nah, he played the one.
He a two, man.
He played the one, bro.
Yeah,
Last year he played.
but he listed as a PG,
you got to go to
though,
the obvious niggas. You got to go to Spider, D-Book.
Yeah, you got to go to the obvious guys.
Obviously.
No, I take Brown over Book. I swear.
I'm taking Brown. I'm taking Brown over both of them niggas.
Brown over
overall as a player.
Hold on, fellas. Hold on, real quick. Y'all, real quick. Hold on, real quick. I got a super chat from my man Z Dub. Because dudes thought Luka was LeBron and that they were gonna get 2016 Kyrie in this series. Truth is, it was a bad matchup. I mean, I don't understand what's so obvious. I'm saying
it was super obvious.
Real quick. Let me respond to my man real quick, and then y'all got it. I just want to say that I thought it was obvious when I had it was 5 of us up here. I know Easy was up here. D Bell, I think was that you that was here. A couple of
I came up later,
yeah, and most everybody besides me chose the Dallas Mavericks, and I was trying to figure out. I was sitting there and I was like, in my mind, I'm like, what are these dudes seeing? I'm not seeing. Maybe I put
a caveat though.
I
knew I wasn't tripping though, because it's obvious basketball. We all should have seen this. Like Luka Doncic can't tie bronze. Any version of LeBron James practice sneaks. Any version from 2003. How many years you been in the league? From 2003 to 2024, there is no version of Luka Doncic that can get with any one of those versions of LeBron James. The comparisons to Luka Doncic and LeBron James. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Like I said, I'm talking about bar none. There is no version of LeBron James that we've seen in the NBA that Luka Doncic can compare or compete with, and we haven't seen it, and we never will see a version of Luka Doncic that can compete with any version of LeBron James. I don't understand where these comparisons came from.
I mean,
because I watch basketball.
If you want basketball,
wait. Hold on. Let Evian get his shit off. My bad.
I mean, I'm not getting my shit off. I'm just saying he's on the same track that LeBron was in his first thing for Cleveland. The same scoring, the same leading to the finals and losing, bro. He's on a similar track.
Yeah. Okay.
I just understand.
We can say that they're on the same track of winning basketball games or not, or
championship,
or whatever. However you want to say. But as far as basketball skills on the court goes, there is no comparison.
But I just want to add,
when LeBron James was for his 2 stages in Cleveland and Miami, he was the best player in the world, bro. I don't give a fuck what no man says. He was the best player walking.
2019.
You can't say that. You can't say that for Luka.
I was just gonna.
Luka's not a complete player.
Go ahead, Bob.
Luka's not a complete player.
Real quick, I was just gonna say something. It's crazy how everyone's comparing Luka to LeBron James, but here's something that I don't think anybody really mentioned. Tonight, JT passed Kobe Bryant in points for the playoffs.
So what that mean?
Before the age of 27.
He's been in the playoffs every damn year for going to the finals.
Hear what I said?
What that mean,
He's played more playoff games and scored more points than Kobe Bryant, but Kobe Bryant got 5 championship rings. Now, I'm not saying he's on the level of Kobe, but what I'm saying is, isn't that more of a narrative because in 6 years he won his first championship and got 4 more to go? Like, isn't that a better narrative than this LeBron? Nobody's gonna be LeBron James. I don't know why people keep trying to compare to the next LeBron James or the next Jordan. There will never be one because of this. It's the same way with Shaq. There will never be another Shaq.
Agreed.
I'm trying to find a correlation. Hold on. I'm trying to find a correlation between Jason Tatum pass up Kobe in points to this narrative. I mean, people trying to push. I just don't get a correlation, man. You got to break it down.
Because the correlation is he has an opportunity to win multiple championships. The way he's able to score more than Kobe, and he only has 1 championship. But everybody says, what I'm trying to say is this: Tatum, what he's doing is actually helping out Kobe's career. Because everyone used to say negative things. Kobe's a ball hawk. Kobe's this. Kobe's a bad player.
This the bullshit.
Nah.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
He got a point.
You're not even listening to what I'm saying.
We got to let him.
He got a point. He got a point.
All I'm trying to say is
moment,
this.
bro.
The narrative is that when Tatum, if he wins another championship or two, he can be on the next level like a Kobe Bryant. That to me is more realistic. That's the narrative I'm pushing. That narrative is more realistic than Luka being compared to LeBron James. There's no way in hell you could sit here and tell me people actually thought Luka was on the same level as LeBron James. That's the comparison. That's what I
Tatum might not be the best player on the
Cowboy, they just got caught. They just got caught up in the hype with the Luka shit. They got caught up in the hype. With that being said, too, like Luka is nothing like LeBron James.
Exactly.
Let's get that right now. But also with
He's
that
still
being
nice,
said, with that being said, well, that's not up for debate. Whether he can ball, the kid can ball.
Right.
He's a half-ass basketball player, if you ask me. But
no defense.
There you go.
He can still put that ball in the hoop. Okay, that's fine. He's nothing like LeBron. But that doesn't mean that Jason Tatum is close to Kobe Bryant. I understand what you're saying, Cowboy.
They both play defense.
Hold on. I get what you're saying as far as the point thing. That's very impressive. JT has made a lot of very deep playoff runs. So I would expect him to have a lot of playoff points. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't he's nowhere near the trajectory of Kobe Bryant, if you ask me. I don't think he's anything close to Kobe either. I don't think Luka's close to LeBron. I don't think Jason Tatum's close to Kobe. I don't like either one of those comparisons at all.
Tatum's not the score like.
And I'm just gonna add one more thing. I'm gonna add one more thing, and I'm gonna let y'all rock. They both play defense, Tatum and. That's what I'm saying. They have more in likelihood than Luka does. Because LeBron James plays defense. Luka doesn't play defense. Tatum plays defense. Kobe plays defense.
Real quick, Cowboy. Let me get this other one from my man Z Dub. He says Ox is referring to an athletic standpoint. Luka more skilled than most LeBron seasons. LeBron is LeBron. Luka is Luka. People set themselves for disappointment comparing the past. I'm not talking about from an athletic standpoint. I'm talking about from a basketball standpoint all around. From a basketball standpoint, no, he's nowhere near the athlete LeBron is, and maybe that might have something to do with the reason why he can't tie Bron's shoes. He's not. There's just no comparison as far as a basketball player. Luka's nowhere near it. He's nowhere near it. Yeah, he can score the basketball. That's it. He can score the ball. Evian. I have no problem. I have no problem saying that. Anybody that watches can see it. But if there's a lid on the rim any night for Luka Doncic, he's just completely ineffective. And that's what that is. There's no comparison to Luka Doncic and LeBron James at any level at all. LeBron still had a hell of a skill set as well. LeBron could dribble, pass, do all that type of shit. He might not have came into the league with a jump shot. Somebody easy.
What is that?
Easy, that's
it's all good. I got it. Don't even trip, y'all. So I wasn't talking about from an athletic standpoint though, Z-Dub. I'm talking about from a basketball player. Luka Doncic ain't fucking with Bron. Go ahead though, y'all. Y'all got it.
No.
I know. I'm just saying, like
I feel like people
we gotta be careful in comparing like getting lost in the moment to players to the greats in the past, man. We found more of context to it, man. I mean, first you brought up the points and trying to say he passed him up in points in the playoffs, and now you bring up defense because we caught you up. You know what I mean? Let's just slow down. You know what I mean on Jason.
Caught me up.
I mean, come on, bro.
I always slow up on JT though. I think like I've said before, I want JT over Luka every time. Now it just be getting staticky easy.
Yeah,
I'm just saying if you replace fucking Tatum with Luka on that same Boston team, man, do they win the chip?
No,
maybe not.
Because Luka don't play defense.
Man, come on.
Jason Tatum play defense. I think the Dallas Mavericks are better with Jason Tatum than Luka Doncic.
I agree.
For sure.
God.
For sure. They attack every time.
Finals, man. These niggas lost in the second, third round.
That's not how I'm acting. How I'm acting is that I think Jason Tatum is better than Luka Doncic. That's how I'm acting.
A more complete player.
I'm not saying anything other than that. I'm not trying to insinuate nothing. I'm saying what I'm saying.
Listen, man. Listen, the rhetoric should be about Kyrie, man. Not no damn Luka, bro.
I mean, we could talk about that too.
Hey man, let's put this man on blast, man. These niggas, I watch on niggas on Gil's Arena, this and that, and the third time.
Oh, they were talking big shit.
They were talking about Kyrie. It's the face of the Mavericks. You know, Kyrie is the better basketball player than Luka. This nigga showed up flat, bro. This nigga showed up flat. He had one good game. Other than that, niggas were screaming for Kyrie help. Luka was screaming for this man. Help me, nigga, help me. This man didn't show up. Man, you supposed to be one of the clutchest shot makers in the game, bro. And you fall
You've been
flat
riding
like
that wave
man.
for a while.
Get your old team, man. Get some racist ass Boston fans, bro. Like, what's up, my man? Like, what's up? Like, you,
bro,
Kyrie
did he take
Irving,
like
man,
16 shots tonight?
Listen, man. Listen, I don't want to hear none of that LeBron fucking Kyrie carry him, none of that bullshit. And I know Leaf gonna bring that shit up in the future. You know how that shit go, Ox. Listen, man. Kyrie Irving fell flat. He was inefficient. He got strapped up. He was scared of the bright lights. And he was deferring, man. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
You need to step up. Great players don't do that.
I said that earlier when I first got out here. I said that we got to hold Kyrie accountable as well.
Man,
because I was when Kenyon Martin said that, I didn't disagree.
I miss Kmart. He always spit facts.
Who? Kmart?
Kmart.
He be wrong too sometimes too though. He was wrong about this series.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Okay.
Real quick. We got a super chat from Curve84, Pos84. Listen, Boston Celtics is paper champ. Cake out.
Nah.
So y'all think they tip the bubble ring? Y'all think is equivalent to a bubble ring?
Whoa!
What is it?
Y'all saying the Celtics got a bubble ring? Who said that?
That's what I'm asking. Because he said that what the guy just said on the post. So I'm saying, is he saying that it's more than a bubble ring, or is like the bubble ring worth more?
Nigga,
that's all I'm
I want them to treat this ring like they treated.
Man, y'all listen. A ring. Listen. At the end of the day, a ring is a ring. A ring is a ring.
Right. That's why I agree.
A ring is a ring.
Even the bubble ring. The bubble ring.
All the teams.
Did San Antonio win a ring during the strike?
They did.
Yes,
we had an NBA strike and they had a half a season.
That's a strike.
San Antonio won.
Yeah,
no, hold on, man. Hold on. All the teams had the same circumstances as the other teams and teams who won championships. They had the same chances. Let's not do this, man. Let's not like.
Thank you.
I was talking about a shortened season.
Yeah, if y'all want to talk about injuries, they take away all NBA, take away all teams' championships. Then you want to talk about injuries.
I ain't saying
take them all.
Short season due to a strike.
Take them all. No. Let's not do no. If you gonna do that for one team, you gotta do it for all.
I'm doing it for all, nigga. They all got hurt, nigga. All these superstars got knocked the fuck out, bro.
All right,
man. Let's be honest.
Do it all the teams.
I really don't understand.
I'm a Celtics fan.
Jimmy Butler was out. Tyrese was out. Half the
I don't understand how they paper champions.
Yeah, okay, Avion. Okay, Avion.
That's the argument.
Be that as it may. Let's not act like the Dallas Mavericks would have got out the first round without Kawhi being injured.
Yep.
They still would have got out the first round.
Let's not act like the Dallas Mavericks were gonna beat the Clippers with Kawhi.
They were.
Well, then
probably not.
If you say that, well, hold on. If you say that, then I feel the same way about Miami. The Celtics were still going to be Miami. They were still going to be Indiana. They were still going to be New York. It goes the same way. Yep. If you say that Dallas was still going to beat the Clippers without Kawhi, then what does it matter? We're just saying a whole bunch of nothing.
Nah, I'm
Clippers.
saying
The Clippers. I meant to say the Clippers.
Then Clippers. Didn't Kawhi play a couple games, still took out.
It wasn't Kawhi.
The Clippers. Yeah, without Kawhi.
No, but I'm saying Kawhi wasn't himself even the games he played. That you clearly see that wasn't.
And Harden started off hot that
I'm talking about a healthy Kawhi. I mean, that's what I meant to say.
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, it is what it is. You know.
Yeah. So the Mavericks wouldn't even have got out the first round. They beat some hobbled, some crippled old niggas in the Clippers. Then they beat some babies in OKC.
OKC.
they beat Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah, they whipped their ass.
But
Minnesota
my
was a
thing
real
is,
one.
I told y'all from the jump that OKC wasn't ready. As good as they were, the 1 seed, whatever, all that. We knew that they wasn't ready to compete yet. They just some pups, but they'll be back.
Was
Don't
ready.
get me wrong.
They'll be there,
but his team wasn't.
No, Shea was ready.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. As a whole, they weren't ready. They but that's no knock to them, though. I think OKC will be a really good team soon.
That's facts.
The only team I thought in the NBA that could beat Boston was Denver, but they lost. So like it is what it is.
That's like I said. If Denver
Do
came
you
out the
think?
West,
Do you think
like,
the Mavs would have beat Denver?
Anybody coming out?
I don't know. I think Boston would have beat Denver.
I think it would have been
That I can
close.
see.
They're gonna beat them next year. Boston.
It was Boston's year this year.
I think Boston was beating Boston was winning this championship.
Boston's team was crazy.
Now that the season's over, I can say that, Bob, you're right. Because throughout the whole season, like I said, they only lost to 3 teams twice all season. They've been winning and beating people, and they've been taking games off. Yo, Tatum been resting the fourth quarters, third quarters, and they've been up by 20, 40 points. Boston deserved this championship.
I think
the only
everybody
problem I
needs to be
think
there
people are hating
for
is
Denver.
because like when Golden State had this run where they had the 70+ wins and they were such a high prospect and they were supposed to win a championship and they lost. I think that's the only reason why people throwing hate on Boston right now. They're the top number 1 seed. They played well and they deserve the championship this year. I just wanted them to earn it. I didn't want them to just have it that easy.
They earned it though.
I know they did. They played. That's what I'm saying. They earned it.
I get what
I
you want. Speak with your heart, Cowboy. Speak with your heart, man. Say what you really want to say, man.
Boston is only good for toilet paper. Anything produced from Boston is only good for toilet paper and garbage bags.
You're wild.
I hate Boston, but I'm gonna spit the truth about basketball.
You only good for shit.
Played well. Exactly. That's all they're good for.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm saying Boston was going to win regardless.
Hold on, man.
They were going to win regardless. There was like I said it like a couple of shows ago. I said it too. 4 or 5 games. It wasn't going to be close. But what I looked at tonight was like every time it was like the 3-minute mark of any quarter. That's when Boston took off. So that first quarter, it was a close game, and then that last 3 minutes, they was up by 10. From that point forward, the game was over. And it was like light work. It was a wrap.
I agree.
Who do y'all think was key? Who do y'all think was key?
Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, hands down.
I'm talking about Brown. What about Drew though?
I think
Holiday. He came up with no rebound.
I think it was Drew up until his game. Like I said earlier, he missed like 6 straight layups when he was right to the basket. He was getting it. I saw him driving, and he just missed like.
You thought Drew should have won the finals MVP over Jaylen?
No, I said up until tonight's game, I thought he had a chance to be in the ballot. But after tonight's game,
if he had a big game.
No,
he missed 6 straight layups, bro.
Wait.
How do you miss 6 straight layups and 4 of them uncontested?
But he still made a lot of winning plays, though.
Hold on. Exclude tonight's game. How do you feel? Exclude tonight's game. How do you feel still?
If Porzingis played game 4, I would say these would have been. Listen to what I'm saying. These are the guys. These are the 4 guys I thought were, regardless of whether they played or not, after all 5 games. These are the 4 guys I think that deserve to be an MVP: JT, JB, Holiday, or KP. But since KP didn't play game 4, he doesn't get it. Holiday had a bad game. This game, he doesn't get it. So it's either between Tatum and Brown. I still prefer Tatum because I think he had better defense, but Brown locked up the last 2 games against Luka. He locked them down with that full court press.
All the games. Brown was the best player on his team.
Brown got it. Brown got it because
majority of this finals, Brown was the better player. Now you can say that Drew Holiday.
Oh, Ox, you got a super chat.
I just said that. I said he played the best defense on Luka, and he shut him down. That's what made him get it over JT. He was the better player.
Right. But offensively, he was good as well.
When Tatum wasn't on the court. Go ahead,
hold on 1 second, Cowboy. Another one from Curve. He says Boston Celtics is not winning next year.
Let me say that. Hold on, man. Hold on.
No, hold on, bro.
But let me say something about that comment.
Relax,
let me see. Oh, go ahead, man. My bad.
You got it. I just want to say that we'll see what happens this offseason. We'll see who's healthy at the beginning of the next season. But I think the Boston Celtics have just as good a chance as anybody else as repeating. I think they are the favorites going into next season as things are now. We'll see what happens with Jimmy Butler, Paul George, LeBron James, Tobias Harris, all these guys. James, all these guys that are going to be on the move this offseason as far as whoever's available. We'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. I do want to touch on something real quick, Cowboy. You said Drew Holiday had a bad game tonight. Do y'all all feel that way?
No, I seen him miss the layups.
You seen the hustle rebounds? You see the hustle offensive rebounds he was getting for that team,
bro. Every game he made plays.
That's the only thing that was bad about.
So what? You're talking about scoring. That's it.
And I'm also talking about why.
No, there's offensive rebounds. Don't open the rebounds.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Because you asked me who were the guys who I think were MVP, and I explained to you why each player that I nominated was an MVP candidate.
The statement I said wasn't about him being MVP, but it was saying what he was doing on the court was very key to them winning. Yeah. Like, no, he shouldn't have won MVP, but he did. He does all the dirty work, and he's strapping up Kyrie Irving. Like he was a key piece for them.
And he clears Russell Westbrook too. Don't forget that.
Stop it, Ox. Don't even start that.
Yo, all right, we back here.
Yo, I seen that earlier. I don't understand why they got Russell Westbrook.
But I still think Brown clip that shit. That full court press defense Brown was doing on Luka kind of made him have problems. Because I even seen it. Yo, they were trapping. Brown was trapping Luka before he got to the freaking half court. And once he got past the half court,
strapping.
They were freaking double teaming him, and they were trying to give him big spacing, and Luka had to dribble out of it. And even when he dribbled out of it and made it to the layup line, Brown was still in front of him playing hard defense. So for me,
he's an amazing
Brown's
defender.
defense was better because he played it on Luka as opposed to Kyrie. That's why I say Drew Holiday didn't really have a good game. If he locked down Luka, Luka's a superstar. All eyes are on Luka. There'll be more eyes on Luka.
He locked down Kyrie.
Kyrie is not. So Luka, okay, hold up. You're telling me Brown's defense on Luka isn't more important than what's his name? Holiday on Kyrie.
With a double on Luka, Brown did. Don't get me wrong, Brown played amazing defense on Luka, but they also would trap him. Right. Holiday playing defense on the way he made Kyrie look, because everybody was like, "Oh, he gonna kill Drew Holiday. He gonna kill him." Before the series started, he did not kill him at all. He had one good game. And
so you're telling me,
Luka's gonna do Luka shit, bro, and they're gonna double Luka. At a certain point, when Kyrie is not, hold on, hear me out. When Kyrie is not getting off, it's easier to double Luka because it's like, oh, he ain't doing shit. Drew got him. Leave him over there. He good. He took 16 shots tonight. Like he didn't even want to shoot like that.
But they didn't double Luka though.
Double.
Okay, but you missing a big key about the defense. When it came to Luka, they were trapping him early so he couldn't get the ball across the
That's what I'm saying.
Court.
Trapping him.
Right. They trapped him early. But what they did with Drew Holiday, they trapped him late. Because when it was Kyrie would always get by him with the chest contact and then spin to try to get to the lane or pull a shot. The second defender came. The second that he was side by side with Holiday. So again, they did the trap late to slow down Kyrie, and they gave him confusing defense because they know Kyrie can zip and zag, but the trap still was there. So for me, they were double teaming both players, but you saw Brown in front of Luka.
Sure.
Luka was having to push off, sticking out, like playing physical more than Kyrie was. He had to fight more for his shots, and that's what I saw.
Kyrie is finesse.
Brown's better, on defense tonight.
I mean, Brown is,
but they didn't double Luka though. To me, they didn't double Luka. Like Jaylen Brown took the challenge.
There was no need to.
He was like,
the Boston Celtics got the 4 best perimeter players in the league, man. They can switch.
Jaylen Brown was like, whenever Luka, if Luka wants the ball, let Luka bring the ball up. That's what Jaylen Brown. And once he get half court, he was on Luka, like right on right. They was not doubling Luka. He just took Luka away.
He had him on his hip before they even. They didn't start trapping him until he got to the half court. Yo, Brown was in front of Luka. I was watching the game.
If you're talking about this one game, if you're talking about this one game, you might have a point. But if you're talking about the whole series, you're wrong.
I'm not talking about the entire.
But if you're talking about one game,
I'm talking about
the whole series.
This is the thing about it, though. Yeah. This is the thing about it. If you watch, it's like they weren't automatically trapping Luka. But once Luka got to certain places, they would definitely send a double. If Luka caught the wrong person, but there were even times where they would just let him cook. Like sometimes he had Peyton Pritchard or Sam Hauser on the block, and they would just let him go to work one-on-one. They weren't sending it.
They did.
So they did send it sometimes, and sometimes they didn't. I think it was just based on what set they were. You don't run the same defense all series or all game. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you switch what you're doing.
Switch it up a little bit.
Depending on the personnel that both teams have in the game. You know, like if the Mavericks got certain shooters out there, then Joe Mazzulla tell them, okay, we're not doubling down on that. We're staying with them. We're not conceding to the corner three. We're gonna deal with whatever comes in the paint. And against some different lineups or if the Celtics had different personnel in, they'll be like, okay, we got the personnel to scramble, so we'll switch everything. We'll only trap if Luka has the ball at the nail. You know, it just depends. It just depends on personnel and lineup. So I mean, I think
that's a good point.
I think both of y'all are right. Like sometimes they trap and sometimes they didn't. But I did see a lot of times Jaylen Brown taking the one-on-one matchup with Luka Doncic and just living with the results. And
he was giving him problems.
Okay, with Luka Doncic and Jaylen Brown matchup, I'm fine with that every time from Joe.
That was a cool matchup. I was a little surprised that he was giving.
How many times do you see a defender able to do that with Luka Doncic, DBL?
Not that many. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you, Bob. That's why we the Bob brothers.
Well, I'm not.
We like DOA out here.
Saying, hold on.
I mean, Terrence Mann was also successful.
I'm with that cowboy.
Terrence Mann
I don't think my point was wrong.
Bob brothers is crazy.
That's fire, easy.
I don't think I was wrong in my point.
Bob, I think Terrence Mann had success on Luka.
I can see Terrence Mann. Show love to Terrence Mann. I'm with that.
Right.
Hey, what's the ceiling for Lively, man? I think he's still young. You know, he lost his mom this year. It's been a tough year for him, man. What's the ceiling for him?
Tyson Chandler.
I like him.
That's a good one.
I think that he has. I think Derek Lively has the potential to be a better block presence than Tyson Chandler. I think he has the potential to be a better block presence. I mean, as far as like catching the ball on the post and actually making a move.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I got you. I thought you were talking about blocking shots.
Oh no, I don't think he compares to Tyson Chandler in that aspect yet. Like, y'all gotta remember when Tyson Chandler was Derek Lively's age, he was a man child.
Yeah, he was.
There to me right now, there's no comparison, and that's with all the respect to Derek Lively. But I think Derek Lively I think he can actually be better than Tyson Chandler, if you get what I'm saying.
On the block, yeah.
Tyson Chandler didn't have a post game like Lively.
Yeah. Essentially, as a whole, I think that not just on the block. I think Derek Lively has the potential to be a better basketball player than Tyson Chandler. Although at this point where they are right now, I think Tyson Chandler cleared Derek Lively as far as just being a beast and just cleaning stuff up,
and boxing out and stuff like that.
Yeah, just a complete monster.
Yeah.
But I think Derek Lively has the skill set. I think, and also playing with somebody that draws as much attention as Luka Doncic, and Luka Doncic is a willing lob passer to Derek Lively. I think Derek Lively is in a privileged position because he has somebody like Luka, where Luka's downfalls or Luka's faults, especially on the defensive end, can help Derek Lively prove his worth. Luka Doncic's vision on the offensive end is actually going to be able to help Derek Lively.
But don't he remind you of a Indiana Pacers on Rick Smith? You know, they got similar games a little bit. Like,
I think
Rick Smith is way better.
I'm talking about
Indianapolis Pacers, Rick Smith.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't compare. No, Lively.
I'm talking about potential, not now.
No,
like,
Smith used to get the ball.
People sleep on him. People sleep on Rick Smith. That's the problem.
Rick Smith used to have a great turn and shoot. He used to have a great rebound up and under. He used to get a lot. Yo, man, Smith used to catch lobs, and you would just be like, "Did he jump or is he on his tippy toes?"
Yeah, think Rick Smith was bigger. He had a much better skill set, a better jump shot.
And he could follow the ball.
If Derek Lively can get that good, bro, it's gonna be some trouble coming out.
That's insane. That's a crazy.
If he could follow the ball,
Rick Smith just got the short end of the stick because of the big men that he came up around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Rick Smith in today's NBA, bro, I think shit. I would love to think of it.
I think he would really helped you throughout his career, though. He almost played 82 games every year.
Yeah, that's another thing. And he gave you rebounds. He contested the rim. Smith did a lot, yo.
Oh, my bad. Real quick. My man, LeBron Ahmed says, Ox, replace Bron with Luka and the Mavs win. I mean, hell, wait. This Bron,
LeBron this year.
Because this version of Bron, at this point, he might have been a little tired. But I think LeBron still to this day is a better basketball player than Luka Doncic. I'm fine with this, LeBron. I think
you're right.
I don't think the Mavericks win. The Mavericks still don't beat the Celtics, but they're a better team.
There we go.
Bron with LeBron with Luka and the Mavs win. Yo,
shit! You talking about this every price prime Bron.
He said prime.
Oh well, shit. Hell
yeah. That's 2019. Yeah, that's like
2018.
I'm talking about 2018.
That's the prime.
We gotta do the same age.
Oh, you talking about 2013?
Well, I'm not gonna do that because the super chat. Hold on, bro. The super chat said prime Bron. So I'm going prime Bron. That means any Bron from 2012 to 2020. That Bron is winning this series. That Bron is winning this series.
I agree.
Possibly.
And he passed. And he played defense.
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I love both of those kids, but man, come on.
Yo, remember how LeBron used to warm up, running line to line, blocking the shot and passing it just to catch alley-oops on the offensive end? He would run after he caught an alley, run back, block the ball, pass it off to someone, get down court as the ball's in the air so he can catch another alley. Like.
When LeBron
and he was passing. Come on, man.
When LeBron was in Miami and Cleveland, he was the best player in the world, man. The best player in the world.
Yo, I got a quick question, fellas. Might be a little controversial, but who do you think is better prime? Okay, Luka's in his prime right now or going into it. Do you think prime James Harden and Luka, who do you think is better?
It don't matter.
Luka.
I knew Ox was going to say
at his age.
Wait,
to the finals.
Are we talking about OKC, Houston?
No.
I knew Ox was going to say that.
No, because I feel like
you talking about
they
16 to 21, D-Bill? 16 to 21, James Harden?
Because I feel like they play the similar type of game a little bit. Like they're offensive only, and they get assists and they score a lot of points. Like they do the same thing. That's what I'm saying. Like comparing him to LeBron is stupid. I'd rather compare him to Harden than LeBron.
Right-handed James Harden.
That's actually a hard one.
You can see the similarities. You can see the similarities with Luka and LeBron on the offensive side, without the athleticism.
You said Luka and LeBron.
The playmaking, and
Harden did the same thing.
The difference is though, Luka got different things he does on offense as far as like the block work. When he gets in the paint, Harden was held when he had a lob threat. Luka can take you down there and score the basketball. I don't really see that from James Harden. I think
you're right.
I don't really know. It's hard for me to say. I didn't care much for James Harden's game at that point in his career. I was a big James Harden fan when he was at OKC. When he got over
so
there,
much better.
I kind of came away from that. I wish they could have kept it together and finally put James Harden at the point guard and let Russ run the two, and I think OKC would have won some rings. But I'm not a fan of either one of their games, bro. I think both of their playing styles it just really turns me off as far as basketball goes. Real quick, we got my
because they're similar.
Yeah, definitely similar. My man Z-Dub dropped another super chat. He said, "I'll take the LeBron that shot 49% in the mid-range in the playoff. If it goes a game 7, Bron and Kyrie getting it done."
Shout out to the super.
I forgot about that.
Kyrie was the super chat.
So yeah. But then again, y'all gotta remember that's Kyrie now, not Kyrie Cavs or not even Boston or Brooklyn.
Which one was better, Cowboy?
2016 Kyrie.
Fuck. Honestly,
they're the same.
Besides the playoffs,
they are the same. They're just playing with different players.
Wait, what's the comparison?
I like this
like
Kyrie
back then, Kyrie now.
No, I like this Kyrie now because his mentality is different. Even though he struggled with the bad playoff series, I like how his game and his mentality
He's
was
grown.
the whole series. Like, he's more mature now.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think in 2016 he was much more hungrier than he is now.
Well, also you're playing with LeBron James.
LeBron, yeah.
Like it's different.
The backseat that he
totally
took
different
in the
than Luka.
OKC series, I don't think young Kyrie could have took that backseat.
Hey Bob, I got a question. I know it's controversial, but I think that just because you have two perimeter players who are absolutely horrible at defense, give somewhat effort, but I mean just don't just do it. And how the league is going to a perimeter, guard league in a way, and how all the best players in the league are damn near perimeter players. Do you think, and I think this, but do you think also Dallas should just let go of Kyrie Irving? Because I just don't see it working. I truly don't see it working in the long run.
Didn't they just sign him in the offseason?
They did.
You can still trade. You
3
can get him. You can still let him go.
I wouldn't get rid of Kyrie. I would just get better 3-and-D guys. Get better 3-and-D guys.
They need to go get Buddy. They need to go get Buddy Hield.
Yo, y'all forget that Kelly Oubre is available.
Just don't get up off it.
Y'all forget Kelly Oubre is available.
Jim.
If they can go get Kelly Oubre and Buddy Hield, I would be a little more willing to kind of.
You said Buddy Hield trash.
Nah, they ain't getting those players.
I don't. No, easy. I don't like Buddy Hield, but I mean, I can't deny that he can shoot the piss out the ball.
You said
Kelly Oubre is good.
You know what's crazy? How about
Kelly Oubre is good.
Easy. So this is my thing. This is something I've learned in over my decade of coaching basketball. What I realized is you can utilize sorry motherfuckers on the basketball court. I found out that I've been able to find if you're able. Now I know the NBA is not high school. You know what I'm saying? NBA is not AAU, and that's what I coach. I coach kids. I coach kids. I coach teenagers. I coach and train mostly teenagers. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
So I understand. I understand that high school is not the NBA. So you know what I'm saying? Don't take this the wrong way, y'all. I'm not trying to say like, oh, I coach at a crazy high level. I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is, and it's my experience that you don't have to be able to do everything on the basketball court. It's very rare that you're going to find somebody that has just a complete game that can do everything. So you got to be able to find stuff like Buddy Hield.
Facts.
I think he's sorry for other reasons, easy, but he can shoot the shit out the ball. So if we could just figure out a way to, that's all you're really doing, buddy. You're only really here to shoot. You're playing 16 to 22 minutes a game, and you're coming out here, and I need you to shoot anywhere from 5 to 11 threes today, buddy. Shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
No, it's
like if you got a guy that's just like an animal as far as just that's an animal as far as just bringing energy, being aggressive.
Energy guy.
I need you to get your hand on every single rebound, offensive and defensive. That doesn't mean you have to get the rebound, but you got to get a hand on every single rebound. I need you chasing the boards. If you give guys specific jobs like that, you can utilize and maximize them.
That's what they did with Lively.
Like a Josh Hart.
They did that with Lively this year. They did exactly that with Lively. All his deficiencies, they told him exactly what to play. That's why I said, if you keep Kyrie now, who's to say you guys can't get a Nick Claxton and a Kelly Oubre and move Lively to the 4 and switch out
Nick
4s
Claxton,
and have that matchup?
Kelly Oubre and they got PJ Washington.
But they need a little bit more wing help then.
What are you talking about? You got a guy who's a lob threat defensively in Claxton, as well as a Kelly Oubre who could play the wing defense and can also create his shot. So you got two guys that can rebound and defend to help with your offense, and they can both pick and roll, and they play defense.
Here's the problem, though.
And you can move Lively. You can use Lively as a 4/5 to where he's not doing as much defensively, but you can still get him off offensively.
Or PJ, yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And then you have
Kylie coming off the bench. You don't need any wings because you have Kyrie and Luka. And Luka pretty much go ahead.
I was gonna say you have Kelly come off the bench to run with Kyrie when they're resting Luka. Because now you got a different type of setup, and you can even have Lively at the 5 at that time. Now you can run with their bigs and run the fast-paced offense you had before when you were doing it with the Dallas.
Cowboy, run that lineup down one more time. I was in the chat. I missed it. One more time.
No, it's cool. Because what I was saying was if you have Kelly Oubre coming off the bench, when Luka's resting, you can run Kyrie, Kelly, the bigs that they have, and Lively, like they were doing earlier this season. They did it against Minnesota.
They got Gafford and Lively.
Kyrie, Oubre, Lively, Gafford,
PJ.
And PJ. Yeah, they were doing that in against whatchamacallit, dang it, Minnesota Timberwolves. They were doing it against the Timberwolves.
I mean,
and what was happening?
PJ and Kelly can knock down a little bit, but I'm letting them shoot. I'm just packing that in.
Kelly,
I'm watching.
No. What I'm saying is you're using their defense like they did against the Timberwolves when Luka's resting and letting Kyrie's offense step up. Because when you saw them do that, Kyrie was cutting to the basket, feeding guys, getting them. Everybody was getting involved. And when Luka came back, they were able to rest Kyrie and still keep the offensive flow. That's what I'm saying. You can have that with Kelly. Because Kelly now with his defense, he could score better than anybody else they had when they were running it. So you have him on the secondary team, defense and offense, with a guy like Claxton who's going to give you he's going to give you a 10 and 10, especially if Luka's giving him lobs.
Real quick though, let me get to this super chat from LeBron Ahmed. He said, also, Ox, unless you're Steph Curry, I don't or maybe you don't start chucking threes off the dribble, it normally doesn't translate well for you in the playoffs. Thoughts on that? I 100% agree. Just depends. It just depends on the situation. If you're a shooter, if you're the type of shooter that shoots off the dribble, I mean, regardless if it's playoffs or regular season, if that's your game, then do it. If you're forcing shots, shooting bad shots, shooting contested step back shots, I don't like that for anybody unless you're Steph Curry. Or Luka Doncic, guys that can do that, because Luka can do that. If you're one of those type guys that's your game, for sure. But if you just are kind of like doing it out of desperation, I don't want you doing that in the playoffs. Hell no, that definitely doesn't usually work out right. Not at all. Right.
Shout out to the super chat.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
While we did stop, and I am already talking, let me just go ahead and tell you that this is episode 79 of the Graveyard Shift. The title, as you can see, Luka is an imposter. Plus, shout out to my man Jaylen Brown for getting Finals MVP. If you take the moment to turn your attention down to the bottom of the screen, you'll see the banner. Down on the banner is the quote of the month. Not the day, not the hour, not the show or the week. This is the quote of the month from my man Breezy. Shout out to my Brooklyn niggas for dropping gems when they come through. He said, "You can't buy injury. You can't buy energy. You gotta get some sleep. You can't buy energy. You gotta get some sleep, man. Y'all make sure y'all take care of yourself and get some rest when needed, man. Caffeine isn't getting you the proper rest you need, man. Just catch some Z's every once in a while. Also, I want anybody else that's listening, if you are recently sober, looking for a way just to, continue to better your life, it's never too late to do the right thing. It's never too late to care about yourself. Never be ashamed of bettering yourself. If you are in that situation, go to lifebeyondsobriety.com. Holla at my man, Kelly. I'm going to let him talk to you about it for a couple seconds, and we'll be right back with the Graveyard Shift, episode 79.
Hey, it's Kelly here, former crack addict, recovery coach, and Life Beyond Sobriety. That is my private online community for people in addiction recovery who want to set big goals now that they're sober and make those goals happen. We learn strategies in weekly live coaching sessions to make those things come true. Go to lifebeyondsobriety.com and check it out 2 weeks for free.
All right, for sure. Like I said, man, if you need any of those type of services or know somebody that does, a loved one or a friend, man, lead them, send them to my man Kelly at lifebeyondsobriety.com. But go ahead, fellas. Where were we?
We were talking about Luka.
Luka off the dribble shit.
Yeah. I mean, Luka got pretty much everything in his game on the offensive end. Sometimes he does some stuff I don't agree with and some stuff I don't like, but as far as the skill set, he has the ability to do pretty much everything on the offensive end.
What I don't like about Luka's game is that it's very hard to distinguish what he is unless you played with him. Like, I met a lot, like when I was coming up, I'm an 80s baby, and I know me and Ox is pretty much the same age. But when we played basketball, we would know what type of point guard we had based off of how they brought the ball up. With Luka, yo, if you're not paying attention, he can hit you with a pass that hits you in your face and your nose start bleeding if you're not paying attention. But another problem he has is he tends to hold the ball to put people in position rather than forcing them into the position. Like, how do I say this? Like, sometimes when you throw a pass to someone, you throw it to where they're at as opposed to where they're supposed to be. Like in soccer, you throw the ball ahead of the person so they can catch up to it rather than where they're at. So for Luka, if you're not paying attention, he can hit you right in the face, right where you're supposed to be, and it messes you up. That's what I want to see more of. I want to see him forcing guys to get to their spots and giving those passes. If he does that, then Luka has a game that nobody else has.
Yeah. I think. Well, I mean, one more thing I don't like about Luka is he kind of like slows down the pace because they get a lot of fast break opportunities, but he always want to bring the ball up the floor and he's slow as shit. So sometimes I'm like, yo, just give it to Kyrie, let these guys run in transition, but he just want to bring it up the floor.
I was going to say that.
Play against a set defense every single time, and I think it really hurts the Dallas Mavericks.
I don't think so. I think him like slowing Luka, it down.
I feel like
I was just gonna say, like, if you look at tonight, when he slows it down and the tension's drawn on him, I think the team needs to learn to move without the ball. Like, for me, I never stopped on offense. I knew I never was gonna take the shot, but everybody on my team, if you was on the left side, I'm doing a backdoor cut to come around. I'm doing a full circle around you. So you see me, I'm setting screens. I'm constantly moving. I know I'm not gonna shoot. I know I'm not taking that shot unless it's a layup. But the constant movement, the constant screens, the constant movement of the defenders, it'll open up an offense for my players. So a lot of times when you see Luka doing those slow dribbles, he's expecting his guys to set up. And a lot of times they're not setting up and he's giving them the time. That's what I'm talking about, where I think he need to just be hitting them in the face with the ball, with the passes. Like, yo, pay attention, start moving, get involved. Because if they're moving, trust me, Luka will look totally different.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
Luka
true.
needs to be more off ball, to be honest. Like, I like him on ball, he's great, but he plays really good with the ball in his hands. But what it is like you said, he's dribbling kind of like a James Harden thing, where he's just dribbling, trying to get guys to set up. I do think they would benefit by getting a point guard that can kind of play make a little bit, because Kyrie is not a playmaking point guard. And Luka's very good with the ball in his hands, but outside of when he doesn't have the ball in his hands, not very effective. And I do feel like that's been his thing since he came in the league. So that team, do I think he needs to have the ball that much? No. Like, let Kyrie work. Now, he's not the same playmaker, but I feel like Luka has to have the ball. And I do feel like it hurts guys on that team, because when they get it and finally get it, they're like, if he don't pass it to me, I don't know what to do.
It's a grenade.
Like, no,
it's a grenade, D. He's passing that ball with 3 seconds left on the shot clock, bro.
The shot clock.
But then if you moving though, and you know 3 seconds is coming,
not always,
cut to the basket.
Not always.
Yeah, but Cowboy, if I'm moving and catch the ball and turn around to a closeout, that means I gotta pump fake, take a dribble, 3, 2, and I'm shooting rush shots.
That's why it looked. That's why it looks that
crazy.
It's like nobody can do anything outside of Kyrie and Luka, but it's because Luka has the ball all the time, and he's been doing that for years.
Here's the catch-22.
He's been doing that for years.
He
had Jalen Brunson. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. No. He had Jalen Brunson too. He couldn't play. I agree
with you, but what I was going to say was, here's the catch-22. We saw it work against the Timberwolves with Kyrie, where they would have Kyrie more on ball and have Luka off ball. But the problem is, if they're not hitting their shots, it goes right back to that comfortable position to where everybody's just waiting on Luka. And when you're that isocentric, it's very hard to not run into him. So that's what I mean by, like,
that's his game, though. That's his game.
But see, that's the thing that I also blame players too, because if I know that me and Luka's playing and I know that that's his game, I'm gonna find a way to get those lobs to where I can get points. So he could be dribbling.
Yeah, but they don't have the right personnel for that. They don't have the right personnel for that.
What do you mean? We play
that's
basketball.
The problem.
This
like,
is
he can do all that. Sure.
You hold on.
No,
what I don't understand about people.
Bro, come on, Cowboy. The personnel he has is not going to be able to. Bro, who was the Derek Jones Jr. or whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's not a shooter. He's not a shooter. Like he's
but
not
what
a
I'm
scorer.
saying
Like,
is
they're looking for him to score. Like,
what
come
I'm
on.
saying is year one. Okay, this is year one of me playing with Luka. Cool. I got 82 games plus the playoffs to look at film to see where I need to be and how I need to learn. All this filming, all this stuff that we have. You mean to tell me I don't have access to that? To have a coach or one of the members to sit down with me? Hey, look over this film. What do I need to work on? What do you see that's wrong with me? We don't have developing players like that in the NBA. Come on, man.
No,
are you
we
going to
do.
keep
But do you
running
see
around and you're not going to get the ball?
Do you see what happened this series? The problem is if you run into a team where you can't get in trouble with the pick and roll and like switching, that they become nullified. That's the problem with this series. All those guys you're talking about, they need
too, though.
Bro,
it's coaching too. Yeah, it's coaching
pick
as
and
well.
roll. Look at the pick and roll. Do you see guys cutting and splitting the pick and roll?
Who's going to do something different? Who's going to do something different?
Do you see guys
Who's going
actually
to? I get
splitting
what
the
you're
pick and roll?
saying. I get the coaching, but who's going to do something different on that team? Lively,
I'm explaining. Listen to what I just said.
PJ.
Listen to what I just said. The pick and roll. I have seen probably 5 people split a pick and roll. What do I mean? If the screen is on my right side and I'm going left and the defender is picking me up on the left side because you see the screen, I could split right between the defender and the back of my
Are you
guy's
talking about
back
Dallas?
and split the defense.
You talking about Dallas?
Nobody does that. That's a move that takes advantage that you could just go. What they do is everyone takes the long way out and then cut in, as opposed to sticking close to their back and then cutting in.
But that's a risky move, though, Cowboy.
It's not a risky move.
Especially
what
with
you gotta throw the ball out in front of you.
Luka.
The defender could tap it.
Dog, do you see? Okay, let me explain to you why it's not bad. Do you guys know how Luka protects the ball by using his shoulder? When he's going from right to left into the screen and he sees the defender, he keeps the ball to his left side and his shoulder out. Once the defender is there, he could break it and split the ball between the two of them. I practice this and I don't even have the hand.
I get Cowboy. You're talking about similar to like, you're right. I'm about to say you're talking about similar to like back in the day when like Dwayne Wade would do that shit.
Yeah,
the problem is,
you know what? That's a perfect.
Look who we talking about. We talking about Flash right now.
No. Because he's right.
Luka's not quick enough to
real quick though, y'all. Let me just go ahead and read this real quick from Curve. He said, "You right. Same time, Boston Celtics paper champ." Hey, Curve, what exactly do you mean by paper champ? Do you mean like they're like phony, or you mean like they just got the best team on paper? Like you mean like by the roster, or like it's a asterisk on this? I'm just could you elaborate a little bit on that one, please? I'm just curious to know exactly what you mean. Because I'm like, what y'all think? What y'all think he means by that?
I think he means
like
on
they just
paper.
got the best paper on paper, like the best team, best roster on paper. But the thing about that is, even if they got the best roster on paper, they actually won the championship. So,
right? No, I think he hating. I don't think he respect the championship. Yeah, I don't think he respect it. But I don't see why
the bubble type shit. Yeah.
Got you. That's what I'm thinking he means too. It's got to be.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Hey, shit, they got it done. I don't put asterisks.
They won.
I don't put asterisks on championships.
No,
everybody, like one of y'all said earlier, man, it's a lot of it's the same circumstances for all teams, and especially when you're playing basketball. Like basketball, it's not a collision sport. It's not a combat sport, but it is most certainly a contact sport. You're gonna get hurt. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna get hurt. When somebody gets hurt, it's not like, oh, well, this person got hurt. Like, well, that's just too bad. You know what I'm saying? We playing ball. Like, there's never been a series where everybody stayed healthy. So that's just on you.
Alex, at certain points, it's a collision sport. At certain points.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's not high impact. It's really just you got to be in shape to play basketball. Like,
Cowboy.
Yeah, what's up,
bro? What you were saying, even though I'm like kind of like with the Luka and splitting it, I do realize that nobody really does that like D Wade used to do no more.
Exactly.
Nobody really does that no more. I just know.
But here's the thing, though.
D Wade is fast and
nimble. But I'm going to say something real quick. 2 years ago,
no, I'm saying even outside of him,
I was going to say 2 years ago when Jalen Brunson was on Dallas and they were in the Western Conference Finals, he was doing it. Jalen Brunson was doing it when he was on Dallas. He was cutting it quick. That's how he got his contract with us. But now you see him on the Knicks. I haven't seen him done it since last year. You see what I'm
saying? He does it a little bit still. He does it a little bit, but not like he used to.
That's on those sag drags. Like when they're sagging the pick, which means like they're delaying the pick. He'll do it then because he got the spacing. But nobody splits the pick anymore.
You're right.
No one uses the screen as a secondary defender. Like I would hold the ball a little bit longer to draw that second defender to where my man can roll to the free throw line and I could get him the ball right there. People don't even do that. They don't even sag off late with the pass or try to make the guy rotate after the screen. They're immediately throwing it
Do you think that's a problem with like coaching and fundamentals? Because that is an elite move.
I think it's basics because for me to be a guy who never played high school basketball professionally or anything like that, but played street basketball, got respect from those that played professional. I even played against 2 NBA players and got served. They even shook my hand and said, yo, you were one of the hardest guys to defend me. If you just was a little bit taller, you probably would be better. I had none of those attributes, but I was able to step on the court with these guys and show them, hey, you ain't coming up in my house and boxing me out. You ain't coming in here and rebounding over me. I don't care if you 6'5" and I'm 5'10". Right. I'm fucking 250 pounds. I'm going to make you work. I ain't going to score, but you going to put in work for this. You're going to be tired when I'm done. I'm going to be a Dennis Rodman. Right. That's how I played my game. And everybody that played me looked at me and was like, if only you had offense, you would actually be a good basketball player. So for me, if I can see stuff like this that's lacking from the NBA talent, come on, man. These guys ain't even using the full court. They're running baseline to baseline, bringing up the ball. Nobody's zigging and cutting. Only team I see do that is Miami, where they bring up 3 players.
Miami does it.
4 guys bringing up the ball to where they can switch and rotate and pass off quickly. Like no one uses the full court to bring up the ball.
That's why Miami. That's why in the playoffs Miami gives people problems because they're not just like, oh, we're giving it to this one guy and he's going to run the offense and just play off of him. It's like, no, switch it.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm used to. I'm used to switching and mixed matches, constant movement of the ball. It's tiring, but you know what's best about it, though? If you know your object is not to score until you're literally underneath the basket or until you're wide open, your mindset's different. You conserve your energy. That's how I was able to beat all those guys on the defensive end, constantly putting pressure on their back. Offense, constantly running. Oh, you gonna leave me open? Cool, I'm gonna cut to the basket. Going to the basket,
run the floor.
Pass it to someone else. Exactly. I'm constantly gonna be running.
Well, that's what made the Spurs good. Everybody, it was boring, but it was like, yo, just move it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's why but see, that's the problem. You got more talent now that is on the player because of their style of play rather than what they can bring to the team. And Luka is one of those guys that if he actually finds a guy where he can pass like a pick and roll, like if you say Gary Payton and Sean Kemp, look at that. That pick and roll, man, if Luka had that similar type of dude, not saying Sean Kemp type,
Blake Griffin,
plays, man, come on.
Blake Griffin type of guy.
About Luka having a problem.
I mean, he got a Gafford. Agreed. Gafford is super athletic. I mean, he's not Sean Kemp good.
Gafford is pretty good at it.
But that's what I'm saying. He doesn't even do it consistently because.
Well, but they also.
Boston took that away though.
They took it from him. They took it from him. Yes.
They took it away.
They took that away because they didn't switch. They didn't double. They just switched. So, like last series against Minnesota, they were able to do it. But when they got to Boston, like, no, we switching. We gonna 1-on-1 it. We good. Yeah. Do what you do. We not giving you them lobs. We good on that.
Yep. It was only 6 lobs the whole series. 6.
And backdoor screens. No one does backdoor screens anymore. PG-13 don't even know how to do a backdoor screen until he went to OKC. How are you in the NBA? You don't know what a backdoor screen is or how to do a backdoor cut. Like,
well, you 6'8" and got a 45-inch vertical.
Exactly. You're PG-13. You don't know how to do a backdoor cut.
I mean, Bob, you bring up a great point because there was a lot of backdoor cuts that PJ Washington could have definitely had easy points on. And I was saying to myself, man, if Luka had Aaron Gordon on his team, they probably could have solved that issue right there because Aaron Gordon catches defenses off guard off them backdoor cuts.
And
you know who do backdoor cut?
Multiple positions.
Drew Holiday.
And here's another thing. With a backdoor cut, if I'm coming from the back, I could cut all the way to the three-point line, or I could cut straight back up to the free throw line and set another screen and have the defender stay down low. Like, you could do so much, man.
Pause with that one, too.
Sorry, pause. You're right. My fault. My fault. Pause. I forgot
Come
where I
on,
was.
son. You mad wild.
Yeah, but that's all I'm saying. Like, if you really look at how the basketball is played, if these guys were to really look like the whole time I'm seeing Luka bringing up the ball, they trapping Luka in the corner, two guys, and he's trying to set a screen, and the defender's still there, and the screen is still there. So there's four guys, literally three guys on Luka, including his man, blocking him from getting to the paint or moving around
There's
where he was, and
no
nobody was around.
IQ. There's no IQ. Even if you listen to Gilbert Arenas, even though he be saying some wild shit, what he said is like, yo, when guys will pick me up full court, I'm gonna pass it and give it to somebody else and go up the court instead of trying to weave in, weave out, and dribble it up and like no, get
That's
off
what
the
I
ball.
mean. Yeah, like if I got the ball and I see two guys coming at me, I'm looking to my right to
Get
see
off
what
the
other guys.
ball.
I'm throwing it to him immediately, and I'm sprinting to the
Problem
basket.
Problem is,
But they
Luka's
don't play like
not
that
good
no
off
more.
ball.
They don't play like that no more.
They
Like
were doing
I
it to
feel
him
what
this
you're saying,
series.
but they don't play like
Jaylen
that no
Brown was
more.
pressing him.
Everything is offense, and that's what I'm talking about. Like nobody plays defense, or
Yeah.
Luka don't play no defense.
But
That's the
that's where
problem. It's
y'all
the
guys are
defense.
also
You know what I
missing.
mean?
If you look at
That
OG,
is the problem,
he
though.
plays
That is
defense.
why they got killed. Who?
But if you look at what I was trying to say is as far as defense, there are guys that play good defense. You got the dude Isaac. Dang it. I can't Jonathan Isaac from the Magic. You got Alex Caruso. You
He's
got OG
okay.
to where OG, even though OG takes 10 to I think he takes 12 to 14 shots a game, 6 to 7 of
That's
those
okay
are
though.
off of defensive turnovers or rebounds that he
That's
creates.
okay. You playing defense. If you play defense, you can
Exactly.
shoot.
That's what
Like,
I'm
I don't
saying. So if you're
care.
playing defense, it's harder for you to get back on offense. Because look at what Jay Brown was doing to Luka, getting physical, having Luka getting tired. Now
Bro,
when
he
they're
was
back on the
ripping
offensive
him.
end, JB was just able to blow by him.
Pause.
Pause. Damn. I'm sorry.
Like they
Pause.
are
Pause.
It
like
was all.
there are people who play defense, but it's like it's a team. You got to play team defense.
There
So
you
yeah, you
go.
might have the OG,
Team
you might have the
defense.
OGs, you might have the Kelly Oubre. They can play defense, but as a unit, you got to be able to play as a unit, like how Boston is. You know what I mean? Like they play together.
Exactly.
That's what's gonna go longer than just OG. He's the best perimeter defensive player in the league. Shit,
Don't matter.
if he ain't
You
got
by
the
yourself.
team with him, it's not gonna do nothing. You know.
But you know what also
You
though?
can't
Also what
guard.
I
You
don't see
can't
on
guard
defense,
5 players. You
I
can't
don't
guard
see
5 players. I
people
don't care who you are.
I don't see people getting low on defense. They're literally just standing around trying to move with people. Like I remember for me, a defensive drill, move your feet. If your feet touch, you messed up. You got to keep your feet
No,
low,
but
keep it on the balls of your feet, and square off. Always, you're never running like line. You're
no,
running like pivot to
no,
pivot. Like it's like football. Like you're never
no.
really,
I know what you're saying. You gotta have
yeah,
footwork. You gotta have
yeah.
footwork.
Like you,
But
that's
I
all
agree
you
with my
have. So
man.
for
I
me,
agree
full
with my
court
man
press.
that just said that shit though.
Yeah, go ahead.
But my man that just said this shit. My man that just said this shit before. Like it's team defense. Like it's okay. Okay, say you got a team. Example, the Dallas Mavericks. Okay, team defense is better than one-on-one defense. Like you can have the best one-on-one nigga in the league, but if everybody else can't play at that level and you don't have team defense, it don't matter. Like if you look at Luka, he was a problem on defense. Like they was like, oh, go for him and Kyrie. Like, yeah, other people on your team can play defense, but not all 5 of you. And the reason the Boston Celtics are tough is because all 5 can play defense.
But they're not
On a
playing. They're
good
playing like
level.
you said. See, that's the laziness that I'm also talking about. Where now it's more acceptable to play team defense to where, oh, I can just stay in front of him for 5-6 seconds, and then
No.
once he blows by me,
But Boston. No. Boston's defense, like all those guys could play defense 1-on-1.
but this is what I'm
So
trying to
the
say.
problem
Their
is
one-on-one level
what I'm
is.
saying, most teams don't have that. Most teams don't have that. That's
You're
the
right.
problem.
I see what you're saying. You're saying like they don't
No,
have
most
4
teams,
good defensive players.
bro.
I see what you're saying.
Right. And you're
So what
starting
I'm
5
saying
that can
is
just match up with guys. And that's why Dallas got destroyed. Because they're like, oh, we're just gonna switch. We got Drew Holiday, we got White, we got Brown, we got Tatum, and then we got Porzingis and Horford. Like, oh, we're good. Go ahead. Do all that switching you trying to do on offense and do the pick and roll that you've done all year, been great at it. But no, there's no mismatch here. Like,
but
you might get Horford and Porzingis out on the wing a couple times, but after a while, you realize like, oh shit, no lobs because we can't get a mismatch and no doubles. That's why they lost.
I think defense is underrated because that's how Boston was able to get those four guys. Those four guys are not elite defenders. They're good and sometimes even great one-on-one, but they need all four of those guys to play the defense. For me, I want
Majority
a
of
guy
people
like an
don't have
OG.
that though.
Hold on. Let me explain to you why I want one guy like an OG or Alex Caruso or Kelly Oubre. Because I know if they're playing defense on someone, my center can be late help. They could be the strong side. My center can come over when they know, or my power forward can come over and help them at the last second. That's the way Triple J loves sending people's block shots. A lot of defenders work that way. So that's why I said in today's games, it can work. If you have that one good defender, they be the strong side defense. And then when it comes to rotate, your center can come in and get some blocks and help you out with the rebounding, the blocks out. But the problem is because defense isn't glorified, you're able to get a team with four good defenders like Boston, and they can show you guys, hey, we can stop
Five.
Yeah,
anybody.
Why you say
why
four?
four? Why four?
Five.
I count seven.
I mean, KP hurt.
Right, 7.
Like KP hurt.
He
I
was
mean, don't
playing
get me
good
wrong. He on the
defense.
block, he good, but he's not.
Bro, he was
I can
hurt and
say
still
Brown,
was productive on
Tatum,
defense.
Tatum,
White,
Tatum,
Holiday,
Drew, Derek,
Holiday.
Al
Derek,
Horford,
White.
KP.
Yeah, even White. Yeah,
Don't forget Peyton
The white
Pritchard too.
dude.
Pritchard. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pritchard.
Yep.
I didn't
Okay,
like
you
I
got
didn't like him in
yeah,
game 3 though. Game 3
maybe
though, he was
5
a
or
little
6.
suspect.
Yeah,
He was getting that. They were able to
but here's
switch
the
it and
thing
get him
though.
in like mismatches.
Here's another thing. They were
Pritchard.
about to let Pritchard go this year, but right before they got Drew. Like before they did the whole trade, they were about to let Pritchard walk, and then when they did the trade for Smart, they re-signed him at the last minute. My fault. It wasn't Drew.
I don't think they intended on really letting him go as much as he was just kind of saying he would like to have a bigger role. He wanted to play more.
Okay.
I think that's
Right.
just something that needs to be,
Good
worked
point.
out in the offices. You know what I'm saying?
For
Like in the
sure.
meeting rooms, in the meeting rooms where it's like, yeah, you're not gonna start. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
gonna
Like,
happen.
it's
Not
just,
gonna happen.
you're gonna have to keep working. Your minutes are gonna keep coming, but you got the potential to be one of the best backup point guards in the NBA. Like, do you want to go somewhere and play 5-6 more minutes and lose a bunch more games, or you want to come somewhere where we can compete for a championship? And I think that he kind of settled down with that.
Right.
And that's just the mark of a true professional.
Okay.
You think
Then if that's the case, then
best,
yeah.
You think he's one of the best backup point guards in the NBA?
No.
I think he's one of the best
He's
backup
like
point
top
guards in
3.
the NBA. Yeah,
He's like top 3.
I do.
Yeah, I'll
He's
say
top
top
3.
three.
Top 5, top 3.
He's definitely top 5 for sure.
Yeah, top 5.
I didn't like him in game 3 though. In game 3 they was switching and getting him in mismatches, and Luka was just going at him though.
Yeah, well, that's not. I
He's
mean,
undersized.
I hear what you're saying, but see, to me, that's not something I don't like from Peyton Pritchard. I think that's something that the Celtics were aware of was going to happen and were willing to live with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't. And mind you, that's one game, and I don't expect anybody, even superstars, to play great every game.
You gonna get
No,
bodies
you're right.
sometimes.
No, he's solid.
Yeah,
he's solid. He is a good backup. But like game 3, I was like, damn.
What's
Hey,
good? What's
I
good?
got a quick question to ask you.
Hold on, Cowboy. What's good, Trump?
Yeah, I gotta go, man. It's 3:00 on the dot, man. 3 o'clock on the dot. Crack rock on the spot.
God.
Yeah, I gotta go. 3:00. Yeah.
Yo,
have a good morning.
So with Trump, before you go, Trump, shout out your YouTube channel so that people can check you out.
Oh yeah, man. I will admit, I'm not the best analyst in sports and basketball, whatever, but I do put comedy in there a little bit. Check out my YouTube channel. It's Kid Trunks 44, KIDDTRUNKS 44. A video is coming tomorrow about this laws that the Dallas Mavericks had, man. Damn,
put it in the chat, bro. But yeah, put it in the chat, bro.
I already did. I put the link. I'll do it again before I leave.
Put it in the live chat, not the private chat. Put it in the live chat.
Yeah, put it in the live chat so everybody can see that.
All right, no problem.
And we can watch. And those that can't watch it now, we can get it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Put that shit. Yeah.
Okay.
You got some good
and subscribe
takes.
and like to all y'all that are watching right now, please.
For sure.
Yeah, you have some good takes.
Well,
some of those takes go in the trunk.
I lost the YouTube tab. Let me go to my history. Hold on. Let me get to the thing. How you do this shit, man?
Copy and paste, bro.
My boy
Copy
learning
and
how to
paste.
work the internet right now.
I'm gonna do it for you, bro. I'm gonna
He's
do it.
learning how to work the internet right now, son. Oh shit.
Oh, because it's already in the private chat. So
yeah, I got you, Trunks.
We'll take care of you.
Yeah, somebody do it for him.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm old school. We used computers when it was analog and not digital. So copy and
dropped
paste.
it.
CP.
Yeah.
Wait,
Control P.
analog? You said analog?
Windows
Yo,
95.
analog. I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. With an analog phone, you will never lose service, and you could send crypto message through analog without anybody being able to trace it. Yeah,
Shit, I
and
don't think that's new.
I'm a
To
communications
me.
expert. I'm not saying I'm the best at it, but I know enough to where if you really want to have your own privacy, switch your phone from digital to analog, and I guarantee you will have way more privacy without even adding anything.
Perfect. All right, man. See y'all, man. God bless, man.
Have a good one, man.
Fam.
Thanks for jumping on.
All right, bro. Take it easy, man.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is, Cowboy, I'm not really too much worried about the privacy thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not up to nothing, you know.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, for me, because the thing is I'm just saying this to everybody. At some point, I feel that there's a lot of us here in the chat that with the right motivation, we may be further down the road, meaning more successful than we need to be. And people will take advantage of you. So sometimes being private, putting the phone down, not always being on the phone, Instagramming and texting and all of that can help you. Just saying, being off the grid every now and then. I think a lot of us on this can make it. Like, for me,
That's
if
a
I had a
problem with
Jalen
everybody
Brown
right now.
contract with $300 million, I'm coming on this show and I'm telling Bob, yo, I got $10 million I'm giving away. You getting one, and I got 9 more to go. Because the thing is not us as black people, but people who come from single families and our areas. We need to support each other and show others how to not to get rich, but to live off better. And trust me, going analog, you save a lot more money. You ain't paying for apps. You ain't got all these phone things running. You good.
Yeah, for sure. I hear you.
You speaking right now. You spitting right now.
Don't worry.
Man.
Give me 2 years. If God blesses me to give me 2 to 3 years, I will come back on this in episode 300 and be like, Bob, remember when I said on episode 7 and 9, I'm coming back? And y'all gonna look at me and be like, you wasn't lying. He is a millionaire. Because it's easy to get money out here. Y'all guys just gotta look at it. Like, for example, here's a prime example. Does anybody write their car off as a tax write-off? You use it for work, you use it for school, write it as a tax write-off. Your apartment, turn your apartment that you're using, work from home, right? Hey, I declare a quarter of this section of my apartment as my house. So you can't get evicted because you work from home. So if you have one customer service job for 4 days, go get you them little customer service jobs where you work from home for 4 hours a day. You do that 5 times a week from your house. You can say this is where I work from and get another job, and they can't evict you because you're working out of your house. You have to just pay the late fees and all of that, but they legally can't evict you. Nobody knows about that. Nobody knows about how to control your heat throughout the winter if the government cuts it off. You talk to the state and then you set up a payment plan the way you give them the upfront money, they cover you and they won't be able to shut off your rent. I mean your heat.
Well, or that's game. I hear you, Cowboy, but or
it is game.
Yeah, pay your rent.
Pay your rent.
Make sure we,
you out of all of that.
Let's make sure we take care of our bills. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah,
our bills. You ain't got to worry about that.
But you know what I'm saying? But sometimes we do fall on hard times. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good to know what you can and cannot do. And hey, save your money. You know what I'm saying? You save a couple dollars every day, man. That adds up, man. It adds up for sure.
And cook
$100 a month, $50 a month, all that shit. And if you work and try to get a remote job, bro. Like, try to get a remote. I work from home, so I'm chilling. But like, you save on gas, you save on all that shit.
And then another
you
thing,
can get a
start
remote
preparing
job,
your own
do that
food.
shit.
You working from home, cook your own meals. I guarantee you cook your
I do
own
that.
meals.
Trust
You'll
me.
get more food. I make my own meals. 1 cup of rice, and I like make my own stuff. Like just for one serving that I would get from a restaurant, I'm eating 2 to 3 plates of that here at home, and I'm full throughout the day. And I'm saving like
you work
whatever
from
I'm
home
making.
too?
I get like
You work
4 or
from home
5
too?
pieces of chicken breast. Like I got a whole chicken in my house roasting.
Oh, you what?
For
Yeah, I tried to do
real
that.
quick,
Like,
real quick though. Look, because Mars, I'm not hating on Luka. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just speaking on what I see. Y'all know I don't never head on Luka. I'll just tell you what I'm looking at, man. That's it. That's all.
No, he's an amazing player, but he has flaws.
He's a half-ass basketball player. He's a fake. He's a fraud. He's
majority of guys.
Hold
on. Here's my question. Because everybody was talking about this year like he's the best. Is Luka better than Giannis?
No.
Okay,
I agree.
You can't do that. Giannis didn't play this whole season.
What?
Like
Stop.
The whole
season? He didn't play this whole season.
Giannis averaged 30 on 60% shooting,
about?
bro.
Giannis didn't play this whole season to me. Like he didn't play the whole season that Giannis
What are you talking about?
How many games he played?
What are you talking about?
He played 65 plus.
Playoffs. He didn't play.
He played 65
Giannis didn't
plus.
play a full
He
season.
got hurt. I'm not talking about the playoffs.
How many games did he play?
I thought he played 62.
Was he all NBA?
Yeah, he was first
62.
team. He was first team All NBA.
He played enough games to be all
he played
NBA.
70. Okay, bro. I thought he played.
Why do people?
But
no. Why do people dismiss Giannis because he's not as flashy as these other guys? So like, okay, he can't shoot the three. We understand that. But I feel like if
he can't shoot
nobody
regardless.
he can't shoot regardless. But what I'm saying is like for a long time now, people are like, oh well, he can't shoot the three, blah blah blah, and I'm like, but he still gets 30 plus.
That's because people are not basketball fans. These people that sit around talking about basketball do not like basketball, bro.
Because they talk
like
about
Embiid.
bag, and it's like they be like, "Oh, he don't got a bag." And it's like you don't need to have a bag to. If you can't stop me at this point, if you can't stop me right here, I don't care, nigga. If I don't need to cross you up 10 times, rather than just driving to the lane and just dunking on you,
like a shot.
Well, that's
right,
because, and on top of that, a lot of people. There's some people that don't like basketball, and then there's some people that would just choose vanity over production. You
right.
Know what I'm saying?
Right. Because people dismiss him because
they're the type that choose. They're the type that when you can tell, you live your life off the court the way you live your life on the court. You could tell a lot about people if you just watch by the things that they're attracted to. If you pay attention to the things they like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of guys out there that are chasing the BBL mommies with 400 credit scores.
And they're not good.
I'm talking about bad credit, bad kids, bad credit, bad kids, bad breath. That's what they chase.
Baby kids.
2 baby fathers.
Bad kids. I'm talking about bad kids and bad credit and BBLs. That's what they chasing.
No, you're right. You're right. They worry about the vanity
no
part.
Production. You get they chase these girls in their mid to late 20s, and then by the time they're in their early 40s, that same chick is gone. You broke.
It's over. It's over.
Nothing came from it. You just had a pretty BBL on your arm for a couple years, and now
she's stupid. And she's stupid. And
she dumb as I'm talking about dumb as a bag of rocks. It's just stupid.
If you got a credit score of 400,
dumb bitches out here.
That's dumb. What I don't like though,
Leaf Diggy. What's up with you, Leaf Diggy? You back?
Come on.
Yeah, my bad, bro. I got some bullshit, man. What's up?
Shit, so we just talking about niggas that like quote unquote bad bitches with bad credit and bad kids.
Oh yeah,
in reference to flashy basketball players.
I don't fall in that category.
That's
the type of people. That's the type of people that praise basketball players that are half basketball players that just it looks flashy, but there ain't no substance.
Like a Jordan.
There's a little substance to it. There's a little something.
Bro. Wait. So all right. So
there's a little something to that.
Wait. So let me get this straight.
There's a reason why she got all them kids. I'll just say that.
So wait a minute. So it's the bad chick.
There's not smart.
It's the bad chick.
She a throat go easy. That's why.
Yeah.
All right. So hold on. Wait a second.
Super deluxe edition.
Go ahead, Leaf.
Oh shit.
Go ahead, Leaf.
It's a bad chick with bad credit and a whole shitload of kids. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that shit don't add up, my nigga.
That shit add up. That shit add up.
I mean, nah. That's gonna leave you in a bad situation. But it's out there. But I mean,
you don't stick around for that. You just have fun. You don't.
No. I mean, well,
if you're smart.
if you smart, but listen, the other niggas before that clearly wasn't, bro. So like, what are your chances?
Well, I can't say that.
No,
Things
stay
happen, and
away
like
from
they
that.
probably got
Stay
caught up in
away
a
from that.
situation, and
Exactly.
something went left real quick.
Run
so like,
for
I
your
can't.
life.
Listen, everything that look good to you ain't good for you, my nigga. Like, listen, I think, listen, as we age, bro, as we age, bro, like we start to scope this shit out, man, from a distance, bro, and we get smarter and smarter about our decision making, especially when it comes to women, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, bro. Like,
normally it hits late 20s.
I wasn't even.
Yeah. I mean, if it hit late 20s or 30s, bro, we still smarten up. But at the same time, bro, like the thing about like today, bro, like if you look at chicks in their 40s is chasing the same niggas that chicks in their 20s is chasing.
Yep.
Bro, like these is facts. So my nigga, like, yo, listen, you see it, bro. Like NBA niggas is just getting lined up like by the dozens. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is.
For sure.
They lining themselves up, bro.
They all lining themselves up, but like they line up, my niggas, is because they don't know, they don't understand. They don't understand the play that we understand, bro. Like, they ain't peeping from the far. Yeah, they different breed of niggas. They grew up in Chino Hills and structured neighborhoods, man. They fathers is probably basketball players, my nigga. They uncles, and you know they come from families of athletes and shit.
And they feel like that shit ain't never gonna run out.
Yeah, and they not hip.
That's the problem.
They not hip to the scheme. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is. Listen,
what I was just
a normal nigga knows. Like, I can't. A normal nigga knows. Like, no, I can't do that. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
what I was gonna say
is a normal nigga ain't nowhere near that.
The thing about it, Leaf, is
right. A normal nigga ain't nowhere near.
Those is rich nigga problems.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say.
A normal nigga's not putting himself in that situation unless he just go goofy.
A normal nigga ain't even thinking about that situation, my nigga. That's far from him.
But these women that we talking about though, Leaf, if we can call them that, are tormented. Well, yeah, I'm saying, I'm just keeping it a beam.
I mean, listen, it's a late night shift. You already know I could go with this.
Hold up, real quick, because they are tormented souls. You know what I'm saying? Low self-esteem.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So they'll pretty much go for anybody that's a little flashy, that shows them some attention. You know what I mean? So you can't. A lot of these chicks, you're not going to, even if she quote unquote loves you, you ain't gonna hold on to her, because the next time somebody comes with a newer car, you know what I'm saying, which they out there, there's always gonna be somebody out there that's doing more than you. You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be an older nigga that got a little more game than you. You know what I'm saying? Got a little bit more bread than you. You know what I'm saying? You come across one of them Build-A-Bear bitches and you're fucked. You know what I'm saying? So
that's as a matter of fact, I was just gonna say
the one thing I say about the older niggas.
There's always a satellite nigga sitting in the waiting
the
for
one
you to
the one thing I say about the older niggas with money, bro, and the younger niggas with money, bro. The older niggas with money, they understand the play. You know what I'm saying? The younger niggas with money, most of the younger niggas with money, they don't. They understand the play.
Do you know why? I'm an old nigga and I got money.
Because they probably been lined up before.
There you go. I'll dare you, damn it.
I was just about to say,
we've been lied to. Because from experience, real talk, I'm gonna tell y'all three quick things about women. I'm 40 years old. 3 quick things about women. Number one, if a woman is dressed fine as hell and she only going to the supermarket, that's a damn problem. Because for me, if a woman is dressing up so beautiful to where she got to go to the grocery store and her kid is in diapers in a broke down wheelchair, or her kid is walking around in just diapers and it's not summertime, but she look good.
Red
flag right there. Yo,
red flag.
Red flag right there. Second red flag.
That is a red flag. But let me tell y'all, let me say this stuff. Because like you were saying, Easy, like my man Easy said earlier, you just got to know what to do with those. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, if I catch you at Whole Foods or Target, hold on. If I catch you at Whole Foods or Target and you're in that situation, I still take some neck.
But you're not.
You know what
I'm saying? To do with that situation right there.
I'll gladly take some esophagus. You know
hey, listen, the he right about that. But like in that situation, the sign reads for 6'5" niggas and taller, bro. So it definitely suits a nigga like Bobby. So I'm saying, like, these is facts. These are definite facts. The sign says 6'5" niggas in toilet, bro. So a dreadhead nigga like Bobby could run up in there and shoot it down from head to toe, bro. He be in there, no problem.
And it's not even just that. It's also, here's the thing. I'm telling you guys not to fall in love with these type of chicks. Don't get me wrong. Hey, you can sex them down, do what you want, but be careful because you ain't the only one. That's all I'm saying.
And you know what? I think to add to that, I think the internet kind of helped a lot of niggas. The internet kind of helped a lot of niggas, bro, because like especially social media, because they realize a lot of this shit is really out there by the dozens, and you go out and you drive out, and you nigga like me, you drive out a certain time of the day, you see that shit, you just be like, damn, it's a shitload of hoes out there. But
what about the adverse effect though, Lee? Because the internet, especially social media, like you see all these filters, you see these women that's not how most women look. So a lot of these
that's
dudes,
not a
I'm
talking
about a lot of these youngsters too that haven't really been around, haven't really traveled, you know what I'm saying, haven't really caught flights, haven't really been on the freeway, haven't been in different cities, different states, haven't seen much, very limited life experience. They see this stuff on the internet.
Borough.
They see. Well, I mean,
we
don't got boroughs.
I know, my nigga. I see it in the. I see it in the borough.
I'm saying. So what I'm saying. Hold on, Leaf. What I'm saying is.
I get what you're saying.
Hold on, D. What I'm saying is these dudes, they see this stuff on the internet, right? And it's very dangerous because now, not only that, I'm gonna go a step further. I'm gonna go a step further in a second. Y'all give me a second. Let me get to my point, right? They see this stuff and they think this is how all women are supposed to look. They think this is what women look like. This is how women act. And that's just not these these red pill stuff. They are making us think or making them think that this is what all women want. These are how all women act. The majority of women don't act like that. The majority of women aren't walking around. The majority of women aren't walking around talking about, I need a man that's 6'3" or more. He makes $250,000. Most women are not going around acting that way. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let him cook up. Because I got to go a step further. So these youngsters are expecting that. These youngsters are getting trained to think that this is how women are. This is what women look like. This is how women act. And if you got life experience, you'll understand that that's not the status quo. That is an exception. That is what's getting clicks. That's what's getting likes and clicks. That's
I got a rebuttal for that.
Now, hold on, but I got to go a step further. Leaf, because I got to speak on the dangers of the social media, the dangers of porn. The dangers of porn is the next step. Cooking. You see, you watch porn and you see these women doing shit that a lot of women aren't gonna do. Or some of the women will do that.
Oh, you cooking right now.
There has to be conversations. There has to be, what do you like in the bed? What are you comfortable with? Don't just jump in the bed and try to shove it in every hole. And just because you seen Kelsey Monroe and Janet Jameson doing this shit on TV or the internet, this is not real life. You know what I'm saying? Some women are freaks. There's a lot of them out there, but you know what I'm saying? This shit is dangerous, bro, because it's cycle, like it's training kids, training young men, training teenagers, training virgins to think, man, that's what sex is like. Sometimes it is.
You might get lucky.
It's not. That falls on parenting, though. That falls on parenting. It may. But see, so this is the thing. That can't be completely on parenting.
I wouldn't even say it falls on parenting. It falls on influence, because the thing is, my pops wasn't like that though. My pops wasn't like
that though, Lee. So for instance, like,
because a parent can't teach you how to fuck.
He wasn't the type to sit down and talk to me about shit like that. Where I am, I'm different. I'll talk to my nephews. I'll talk to my sons. I'll talk to the young niggas around me about real life shit. My pops talked to me about basketball and taking out the trash and respecting my mother. There wasn't
same as mine.
I had to learn that shit from my cousins. I had to learn that shit from trial and error. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 100%.
Same as my.
That's how I came up. So I know that, like, we do have to talk to our sons. We do got to talk to the young niggas around us and let them know shit like this. My nephew, not to put his business out there, but his mom just caught or didn't catch, but she was snooping through my young nigga phone. You know what I'm saying? Invading his privacy and found what he was looking at. And I'm like, well, look, let's be happy that he was looking at titties. First of all. You know what I'm saying? First of all, let's be happy that he was looking at titties.
That's number one.
Second of
you
all,
ain't got no privacy.
Second of all, this is the perfect chance the prime time for you to have these conversations with this young man about what's to be expected and how you need to respect these young girls and doing this and having conversations, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, making sure that you're ready for shit like that, because that's a serious thing. I remember losing my virginity, and I remember being like 16 and 17 and looking back and like, damn, I wish I was still a virgin so I wouldn't be out here thinking about pussy all day. You know what I mean?
All fucking day.
I agree with you, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
No, wait, hold on.
Listen.
Let me just get these two, because I have two more points, because I said
Yo,
I
I
had
was
3
fucked
points. The
up the other
first
day.
one
I
was talking
can't
about
gonna
her
hold you.
dressing. I agree with you, Bob. The second thing is, that's exactly what I was going to say, is we got to talk to each other. As men, we can't be allowing certain things to be going on. For example, if I'm walking in the street and me and Bob is boys, I'm going to look at Bob. If I see his girl with another girl, I'm going to be like, yo, Bob, she with another dude, bro. Be careful. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to sit here and say, yo, we need to do this. No. I'm going to be like, be careful. And Bob could be like, yo, I'm going to go do what I do. Cool. As a friend, I gave you the truth and the warning. I said, be careful. Now, if her next man come and do something to you, that's not on me. But that's what we need to do as men and as other people, be honest with each other. Because all this little stuff going on, I live in South America. Every freaking TV program outside of soccer is a freaking novella. Everybody's cheating with 5 different women, and everyone think that it's normal here. They literally have kids at 14 years old tell their parents what to do if they're women. At the age of 14 here, you can have consensual to sex and be married. This type of stuff, I'm sitting here, and they don't even talk to their kids about it. Like, I met a friend of mine, she's 18 years old, and she got 2 kids, and she's 18.
At what age? At what age?
She had one at 14, and then one's 4, and then the other one's just turned 2.
God damn.
How old was the dude she had the babies with? Do you know?
19 when she got the first one, and then the last one was different father. Ball up, yeah.
That's some
what's up,
shit.
Leaf? Go ahead, Leaf.
I feel, you know what? I feel like everything y'all made a lot of fair points, but we gotta touch on the one key part of this whole element, and that's the influence. The influence, bro, like it's out there every day, bro. Because the more and more these kids is getting phones at 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, at those ages, the more and more they starting to do what they see on the internet. And the more and more they starting to be raised by the internet, because guess what, my nigga, at a young age, bro, like if you look around, bro, 9 times out of 10, they just giving the kids their phone so they can shut the fuck up, so they can stop bothering them. You know what I'm saying? So realistic, like that, bro. You see it all the time. I don't care what area you in, bro. Like whether it's Brooklyn, whether it's Cali, whether it's Florida, wherever you are, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro. Like they giving these kids the phone so they don't bother them. Because they ain't, because the parenting is much different than how we was raised. You know what I'm saying? It's way much different, bro. Like the thing is, they having babies, but they parented basically half on a dollar. They parenting at a convenience, bro. Like they parenting under the condition that government sisters is funding them.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
let me give y'all guys the last tip that I got for all my guys, and this has nothing to do with relationships, but this is how to save money with your kids. The best thing to do with your kids, and y'all all gonna laugh at me, I used to get an allowance, but I had to work for my allowance. Everyone had chores. But in today's era, you can't really do that with your kids. What I'm doing with my son, when the next time I see him, and please, I know his mother listens to everything I say, she probably gonna kill me. What I do is with my son, I hire my son. I have my own personal company. Whenever I start my company, which is a communication company, that's why I said if God give me 2 years and everything work out, I'll come back and I'll explain it. But that's my intention. I'm gonna hire my son. Everything he does that is respectfully on my list when he's with me, because me and his mother ain't together. If he's with me, I see him wash all the dishes. He gets $5. I start marking everything down that he's with me for about 3-4 weeks. At the end, show him what he gets. Now, instead of giving him an allowance, I give him a weekly pay stub to where he's a worker employee under me. He gets work experience. He knows how to do tidiness, and I count all his hours. So, for example, if I'm doing my bills, my son is going to be sitting next to me. We're going to be doing bills together. He's going to have 45 minutes of billing time. That's going to go into his final record. So when my son turns 18, all the money that he saved up, that we saved up from working. Hey, son, here's your money that you made from me working. It was in a trust fund. And here's also the hours and the breakdown of
So
everything you
wait.
did.
So
Go find your job.
Hold on, Cowboy. So you saying my young nigga not getting paid till he 18?
No. That's the whole purpose. You could tell him like, yo, I could put you on a payment plan to where you get paid every week, or you can save up all your money and it gets into an allotment. Like you actually break down with your kid and show them. Because that's what my
He gonna
parents
take
did.
the every week shit.
Then okay. Then show them every week. Be like, all right, this is what you could have every week. Every week you could get $75. But if you wait till
Or
you're
you could just
18,
went to a
hold on.
Nigga like
But
me.
hold on. If you
Nigga
wait
like
till
me,
you're
I'm paranoid. I'm gonna be like, man, I'm not waiting on that time. You playing?
But hold on. You get explained. But see, this is how you teach your kid. But this is how your kid gets used to it, because now when there's 2 weeks, they're like, man, like you just said, I ain't waiting no next week. Okay, you work for the government or you work at a job. It's 2 weeks you get paid.
Yeah.
Then
I ain't
what?
trying to hear that shit though.
Well, no,
But see, that's the whole thing. That's what I'm saying.
I'm fine waiting for 2 weeks, but I'm not waiting. If I'm 15 working, I'm not
waiting for
3
years.
Okay, wait, hold on.
I
So
think
your
I
guys
ain't
are
gonna
telling me,
lie.
hold
Like
on.
that shit. That
Let me
shit
tell you
got
the plan. Let me tell you the plan. Let me tell you the plan.
You're
Hold on.
speaking from an adult.
That mindset got
Let me tell you the plan.
that
Just listen.
mindset got to be embedded from the beginning, bro. Like it
That's
ain't gonna be.
thank you. See, and it also
But you
helps him out
also
because
gotta
this.
be
Hold on.
financially fit
That
too
fifth.
at the
Okay,
same
my
time.
son. Let's say for the scenario, my son's 15. I got 3 years with him. Right? He's with me for 3 years. I go to my son and I say, "Yo, son, this is what we're gonna do. I have a list of let's say 40 things I want you to do every single day. That's your choice. And once a month, you got something special. You stick to these 40 things, and once I guarantee you, every month you make $5,000. Right? Now, I could give you the $5,000 each month, or I could go ahead and put it into a CD to where we can make even more money. And if you do
What
it
you're
this
saying,
way,
makes sense for
hold
sure.
on. And then now you're
But
showing your
from a
kid. Now you're
kid,
showing your kid different type of savings plans, CDs, and Roth IRAs, IRAs. What is the What is a
Roth,
CD? What is a trust fund?
yep.
You could show all of this to your kid. Hey, instead of me selling you my house or putting you in my will, I'm gonna go ahead and sign it over as a secondary person in a trust fund, to where if I die, it says it in the trust that you get the house and the deed in your name. So now you don't have to pay the taxes that is due from when my dad last paid his taxes. Because remember, when my dad paid off his house, I have to still pay taxes on it. So when that house transfers over to your son, if he dies and you didn't put him in the trust, now your son has to pay the taxes for the next 5 or 6 years or however long after to
No,
keep the house.
you're
So that's
speaking.
another $100,000 he's probably got to pay for 5 years. You see what I'm saying?
Bro,
The
you're
taxes.
speaking facts. You're speaking facts.
So that's what I'm saying. Now my son turns 18. I look at him and say, yo, son, you saved 3 years of money. Here's 75 grand. Plus you also got enough to go to get a car if you want, and I'll help you with your credit score.
Yeah. We like DBL saying, like what you're saying makes sense. It's just all it's more so about the kid than it is the parent. If you give them those type of if you give them those type of options, it's more so about like what have you instilled in each specific child. You know, even in the
if
same
they understand.
Family, yeah, even in the same family,
definitely
even
if they
in the
understand.
same family, like raising you can raise 3 kids in the same family, and all 3 of these kids will still be different. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so about
but I think the vision, everything that Cowboy said, the vision of it, bro. Like I understand. I understand Cowboy seeing the vision of the vision of it got to be seen by his son too. Because if he don't
that's
see,
the thing. So
because
in
if he
that
don't,
3
because
years
if he don't
time,
see it, because he don't
if
see
he
it
don't
play by
see
play
it,
like you do, bro. Like then this shit ain't gonna work.
Go ahead, Lee.
Because you're speaking from knowing, and as a 13, 14, 15-year-old kid, 16-year-old kid, you don't know. And think about if you could go back when you were 13, 16 years old, and between that age, like there's a lot of stuff you would do different. The problem is at that time frame, they're not trying
You wasn't
to hear
thinking like that.
like what you talking about?
That wasn't your mindset.
No. Because my mom we did have a bank account when I was coming up. I did have a job at 13. I've been working
I
since
had
I was
one
13.
too.
And
Yeah,
for
but
me,
Cowboy, we're not saying that you're wrong. We're not saying it's not gonna work at all.
Right.
We're saying we're agreeing with you. We're just saying, like, you know, maybe that works for your son. We're just saying, like, you know, it's one of those things we just gotta have a conversation, and if we work it out properly. And on top of that too, it doesn't always, you know, some parents parent differently. I I give my kids choices about certain things, and then there's certain things you don't got an option. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of these new age gentle parents. Nigga, you gonna do what the fuck I told you to do.
No.
Thank
you. Respect. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying
but I know what you're saying, Cowboy. I do.
Yeah,
but like,
I got you.
But
you're
you know what I mean? Like
100% on, Cowboy.
Nowadays, like our generation of parents,
different.
It's such a wide range because like for instance, I have a cousin that's completely a different parent than what my auntie was, just because she was more rebellious when she was growing up, and my auntie was so strict. And she was just like, you know what? Now that I'm a parent, I'm gonna do the exact opposite of how my mom was, and that's fine. That's fine. That's fine for some people. See, I'm not like that because I feel like parents need to be strict, but also understanding at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like
a little bit more understanding because we
got to be understanding. We got to understand why our kids are doing certain things and why they feel certain ways. We got to get to know our kids. You know what I'm saying? Understand certain things, but still lay the law down and then talk to them though and let them know like, yo, this is why you do this. Like he's 8 now. I'm trying to tell him like certain shit. You got to make sure your bed's made, clean your room, do this before you even ask me to do anything. And then he like, but why? And I'm trying to explain to him like, yo, you gotta take care of business before everything. So that way, while you're doing what you're doing, you don't have to worry about anything else. Like, did I do this? Did I do that? You know your business is taken care of. And then he like, man, but this, but that. So I had to explain it to him like, well, taking care of your business, making your bed, cleaning your room, doing your homework is the foundation. And I explained to him like, yo, because we from California. So I'm like, an earthquake. If you don't got the proper foundation, your whole fucking building gonna fall over. You know what I'm saying?
You're doing it the right way.
Yeah. You got to have a foundation. You got to take care of your business before you do anything. And so now I explained it to you, but there ain't no more talking. Nigga, go do what I told you to do.
Exactly. See,
right?
That's
a fact. But like I feel like
back was like, nigga, just do it because I told you to do it.
Right.
They not explaining. They not explaining.
But I feel like it explained it.
But I feel like it was more.
No.
I feel like you didn't have to go into detail. Like our parents didn't have to go into detail back then because the one thing about kids, the one thing that they respect off the rip is strength. If you got a dominant figure up in the damn household, bro, like my pops, bro, like always was out. Like this nigga was always just lifting weights on some shit, bro. Like I seen him. At times, like when I was a kid, I was afraid to say 2 fucking words in the house because I already saw what happened to my brother and if he said something wrong, you know what I'm saying? So like realistically, and it's obviously as many kids as you have in the house, somebody gonna try to parent, obviously. But at the same time,
you gonna always do it. They gonna always do it.
But the reality is that you start to see. What the most dominant figure in your household was trying to do all along, but you only gonna see that when you get older and you start having a foundation of your own.
And understanding and getting it. But what Ox in this era, what Ox is saying is like pretty much that's how you got to go with it because you can't go with the era. I mean, I don't know. I'm an 80s baby, like I said, 89, but like back then. I do see that there was a little. Sometimes it was just like niggas, shut the fuck up and just do what I told you to do.
No, that's what he mean by direction.
Nigga, now I'm gonna do. Now I'm gonna do the opposite of what you told me to do because you get fucked up. Just talking me crazy.
No. Of course,
right? But you fucked up. No explanation.
That's the consequence right there.
No explanation. I'm a
that
belt.
teaches you life right there.
But that's what I'm saying.
But see, my thing is, I want my kids to know that they got to listen to me, but also I want them to understand. Like I want you, not so much because you're scared, but just because I'm telling you right because I want you to do right. But I want my kids to also understand, you got to be able to respect adults, respect authority, but don't respect authority figures that are leading you astray. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to have critical thinking skills,
right?
And you got to understand when somebody's leading you wrong. I don't give a fuck who you are. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to follow behind. I don't want to raise.
That's also
dormant.
Scary.
I don't want to raise dormant, docile men. I want them to understand, like you know what I'm saying? Like I want you to question shit. I want you to be concerned, like. That don't look right, nigga. What's this nigga telling me?
But the era,
you know what? I agree with you, Bobby.
The era now, though, don't want you to question shit.
No.
They
But see, that's the problem.
don't.
That's
They,
the
you know, like
problem.
they
Nobody
building.
has.
They building a lot of these households. They building a lot of these households for obedient workers, bro. But at the same time, bro, like the parents and influence, the parents and influence today has to be way stronger than what it was back then, because it's a lot.
You can't.
It's a lot.
Because there's
It's
a
a
lot of
lot of you
single
can't
parents.
miss, bro, at all.
It's so much more.
It's
much more.
It's
than it was
nowhere
before.
near easier being a parent today than it was back then, bro. Nowhere.
Yeah,
Hell no.
Hold on. First of all, it's a lot easier to be a parent today than it was back then. Because back then, where you had you had different type of you only had one type of transportation. And where I come from, I was from the Bronx. So when it snowed and you had to walk with snow up your boots, there was no bus, no train. That's all we had at the time. Now you have taxis, cars, all this other ways of transportation. And hell, you don't even have to go into office to work. You can work from home. And probably once or twice a week, you got to go into work physically and show your boss you're all right. There's so many ways you can make money. You could even start up your own business from home, like I said, and make stuff. So you don't even understand how much easier it is now to start a business or make money.
The problem,
back then, you had to find people.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going to also say real quick, the thing is about all of this that we're all talking about is the conversation. People don't know how to talk because a lot of people in the household have one parent. Now, for me, with my son, I talk his ear off. And everyone's like, yo, how do you talk to him so much about everything? I break it down to him because my son is just like me. He asks every little question. Why? And he's not doing it to be annoying. He wants to know how in detail can you go and how much is he supposed to know. That's what my son told me. My little 8-year-old kid told me when he was 7. He said, Dad, I'm not asking you why to piss you off or get you upset. Sorry, I said a bad word. But I'm asking you because I want to know how much I should be explaining when I'm speaking to an adult. And I looked at him and I said, what do you mean? He said, because when you tell me how to do something, you don't just tell me A, B, C. You go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then you wait for my response. Is that how I'm supposed to do it? This kid's 7 years old and he's talking to me like this. So what I did, yes, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Now I'm going to start guiding him in the right way. Most parents would be like, just shut the hell up and listen to, or most parents wouldn't know what to do because they're not used to that.
That's because most parents aren't talking to their kids. Most parents don't like, bro. Like when we was coming up, when we was coming up, bro, it wasn't like we didn't have opinions. We wasn't allowed to opinions. You know
at all.
So it's like I feel like my thing is with that being said though, like I'm still with that. Like kids don't run this house. You know what I'm saying? Like I run this shit around here.
Facts.
So you can have opinions and all that shit, but you know what I'm saying? I want to talk to you. I want to know what's going on with you. I want to hear how you feel. I need to learn how you think. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just be the warden. I don't want to be the warden around this motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's just me. And I don't claim to know everything. Like I'm not sure. That's just how I want to do shit.
Knows.
You know?
Nobody
and then
knows.
It's like your kids can be
teaching
you something.
But I feel like we're caught in it. Right.
Go ahead.
But I feel like we're in an era that's caught it. It's caught in between. So back in the day when we were younger, well, I'm just speaking for me, I'm 89, 90s baby, whatever you want to say. Like, it's like, yo, you go outside and play. The problem is now they don't go out. Like now it's different. It's like, oh no, we're inside playing video games. And it's like, what? you never drank from a hose in the backyard? Like you never did?
Man.
Like I feel like it's a weird
drink from the hose in the backyard.
Yeah, man.
Hey, bro.
You forget we used to
be
kicked. My mom used to kick me out my house ever since I was 12 years old. My mom would kick me out the house 6 o'clock till the street light.
We talking to New York niggas. They don't got backyards.
Nah,
what the fuck is going on, son?
Bobby.
I have all grass. I'll show you a picture.
What I say? I ain't no disrespect. I'm thinking like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, listen, I put it to you this way. If you got a house,
I didn't know. Easy. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't know y'all.
If you got a house, you got a backyard. If you live in the PJs, You got a back alleyway.
Hold on. Let me tell you what I meant by that. I didn't say nothing like that. All I'm saying is, nigga, I thought that New York niggas didn't have backyards. That was just something that we always thought, nigga. If that's a false stereotype, I'm fucking sorry, okay?
No, in the projects they don't. But yeah, when you
never heard of New York having backyard barbecue parties?
Hell yeah.
No, nigga, I thought y'all did everything on the stoop and them big ass sidewalks and shit.
Nah,
I'm not from New York.
This stereotype is wild crazy. I feel like this is like this feel a little bit.
Yo, blame it on TV, blame it on Hollywood, nigga. I didn't know.
But see, we having a conversation now. You know, so
blame it on Cali. Blame it on
y'all. Corrected. The error is correct.
I guess that's
we gonna blame it on the movies and the documentaries that you saw.
I ain't never seen in all my days. I ain't never seen a video of niggas in the backyard in New York. Never in my life.
They always around in the street lights.
I mean, listen, in the 90s, bro, I could say for sure, bro, like it wasn't a backyard. It was either the park nearby or a back alley, bro, where an emergency exit was, and kids was running through the back, bro, and there was a basketball goal in the back in the back alley was broken down.
That's another thing, man.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, bro, like you know what? In this day and age, bro, like. Telling your kids go outside.
It was like that in DC too. It was like that in DC
telling your kids to go outside and play in any age and any era, bro. Like, listen. The influence, bro, is real steep. It's a thin line, bro, between what your kids could be influenced by, whether it be you or whether it be something else. It's a very, very thin line. And you know what I'm saying? And it could come. Listen,
you're right.
I could tell you from a fact. Listen, and when it comes to Brooklyn, bro, in the 80s and 90s, bro, the more and more you stayed outside, the more and more you was prone to get into some shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like it was what it was. Listen, downtown Brooklyn, bro, where they had B Street and shit, bro. That shit was not a friendly fucking place. Round the corner, Fulton Street was not a friendly place.
But yo, hold on. Leaf, you forgot to tell them the secret though. Everybody had the eyes. Yo, everybody in the windows, they knew your mama, and they had that rotary phone that when you crossed over to that other street that you knew you wasn't supposed to, and
Cowboy, what is Cowboy? Real quick, nigga. You said rotary phone, nigga. What?
Yeah, I'm an 80s baby.
Yeah,
rotary phone.
Okay. Shit, my bad.
Nah, I got it from that. My grandma.
I'm just making, I'm just making assumptions, y'all.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
But grandma, you like how the grandmas be on the phone and they be looking out the window. They got the landlines and they looking at you like, wait, did I just see Mrs. Oh no, that's Mrs. Townsend's son. He don't ever act up.
What I'm saying, we grew up with landlines and all that shit too. They just wasn't rotary. They was just kick it up and do.
Nah, man, we had to.
I ain't gonna lie, grandma had the rotary. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I still to this day don't know how to use that shit, bro.
And like, and then you hear that ring and you're like, fuck. You can hear the ring.
So wait. So y'all had the motherfucker where y'all was like this, talking like that.
Yup. Nah. She didn't have that. She had the joint where you had to turn like she had the joint where you had to turn.
Yup.
And they had that little y'all niggas was holding this shit right here to your ear and talking on this motherfucker.
No, the other one. No, it's the newer model where everything's in the handle.
Yo, man, wow.
She got everything in the handle. It's like the ones that you see on Murder She Wrote.
Ain't gonna lie, nigga. The telephone came a long way, my nigga.
Yeah, yo.
It
Look
did.
at Murder She Wrote. Look at the show Murder She Wrote. Those
type of
Cowboy. Wait a second, Cowboy. I think maybe me, you, and Leaf the only ones that watch that know about Murder She Wrote. And that's only because you two niggas is old as shit.
What you talking about? You said who know about that?
Well,
I know about Murder She Wrote, my nigga, from my auntie. You
Me too,
bro. I ain't that fucking old, nigga.
I'm damn near the same age as you.
You all the same age, you nigga.
Oh shit!
Right, but now, real talk.
Go ahead.
The one thing though, here's the thing though. For me, the one thing I loved about my parents.
Yeah, that's the I Love Lucy phone. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
I Love Lucy joint.
So no, real talk. But my dad, the one thing I loved about my dad is he and I always
Lucy. You got some splaining.
Like, I'm gonna just say this real quick.
My grandmas used to love that shit. I ain't gonna hold.
I'm not gonna lie though.
Mine too.
Man, now Leaf, me, because that's what we used to be like at my granny house. We'd be up there watching all that shit, late night watching Wonder World. You know, the late night I Love Lucy, Be Rich.
Bro, I used to hate that shit though. Low key.
Welcome to the Andy Griffith show.
I ain't gonna lie, my grandma. I'm not gonna lie, grandma was a big time wrestling fan. I ain't gonna lie to you. So she used to like watch early on, and she used to one of her favorite
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Nah. One of her favorite wrestlers was Randy Savage.
Wrestling was a big thing.
I ain't gonna lie, Randy. Yeah, so she is.
Michael
I ain't
Jordan.
gonna lie. Listen. I went to her house. I never forget this shit, man. She was in a whole sleeveless, bro. Like I with Randy on and shit. My nigga had her reading glasses on and shit, man, yelling at the screen and everything. Jump off the top rope, Randy. I'm like, what the. I'm like,
bro, wrestling.
Hey, you know what I didn't know? You know what I didn't know until just like 2-3 days ago? Because I stopped watching wrestling like pretty early, so I didn't really catch like John's. I didn't catch John Cena or none of them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Me neither.
I was the Rock, Undertaker, the Rock, Undertaker, and Stone Cold. That was
Undertaker
my run. So I didn't catch John Cena.
Fire.
I didn't catch John Cena. I didn't catch Batista. I didn't catch none of them niggas. Right. So what I didn't know is that Randy Orton used to beat the shit out of John Cena's dad. I did not know that.
Oh, you right.
Yo,
you remember Bret Hart?
That shit was fucking hilarious. I'm watching the clips of this nigga punching on John Cena's dad, kicking that nigga in the face, bro. That shit was funny as fuck, bro. I did not know Randy Orton was a savage like that. That shit was funny as fuck.
Mm-hmm. You remember the Hart brothers? Owen Hart and Bret Hart?
Yeah,
the Hart Foundation.
Bro,
I don't know. I didn't really fuck with wrestling. I didn't really fuck with wrestling that much. Like, so I'm not only. That's all I know is Stone Cold, The Rock.
I was more familiar with
Triple H. The fat nigga that used to sit on motherfuckers' faces.
Rikishi.
Rikishi.
And then you had what's his name? What's that dude? Sexual Chocolate that they used to call
Mark Henry.
Yeah, that shit was funny as hell.
Yeah, Mark Henry.
They was goofy back then, bro. They did
shit.
They did.
Have y'all seen the flashback of Booker T and Stone Cold?
Shit that you can't do today.
Booker T was fire back then.
Go back and watch Booker T and Stone Cold and see what they used to do. And we used to think that shit was crazy. I saw him and Booker T go to bingo. I'm like, yo, I can't believe we thought this shit was cool. No wonder why they can't show it now. Like the kids would do it right now, man. The way they going around slapping people.
Nah, they'll do that shit.
Nah. The thing is, Gen Z is just afraid of late 90s rap albums. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Them niggas bitches,
what is
the problem, man? That's it. It's really just that simple. Them young niggas be acting like bitches. But
I mean, but like, listen, but you gotta look what they, around.
My feelings are hurt. I can't go.
But you gotta look what they around. But you gotta look what they surrounded by, bro. You gotta look at what the influences is, bro.
Niggas like Drake.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta look what they are surrounded by. Like they
heaviest stray.
Drake did catch the heaviest stray, but
what do you
Drake did catch the heaviest stray, but he ain't the biggest problem.
Kendrick beat the shit out of Drake.
He ain't, but the thing is, Kendrick ain't Drake ain't the biggest problem. The biggest problem is Metro and Metro Extra and all of that crazy shit that they trying to put on the kids, and it's in their phones.
The problem is
it's June, brother.
Leaf.
My bad.
You're going good. What I would say is the problem is niggas like Future. I'm sorry.
It's June.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to go back to court, nigga. That's what I'm about to do.
He is going good. It's the middle of June. He over here talking about metrosexuals and all types of shit. They out. These niggas is out here.
Hold
on, bro. These niggas out here running around. running around in these motherfucking parades wearing assless chaps and rainbow t-shirts and
listen, hey, bro.
and rainbow bikinis and shit. And you talking there. We can't do that type of shit.
My bad. Listen, hey,
play some beats.
So for entertainment purposes only, bro. Like, listen, look. My bad. Like,
you see,
we cool. Listen. I've been to court, nigga. I ain't afraid of the fucking police, nigga. Shit.
This nigga trying to go back
that last time. That last time was wild.
Go back to court. You see what's going on, Ox? You see what's going on?
Look, listen, damn.
This nigga Leaf is institutionalized. He can't wait to go back.
Listen.
Metro go play some beats.
Look.
You was talking about Metro Boomin? My bad, Leaf.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, but like the influence, bro, like it's not just in like every time your kids walk out the door, it's in their schools, it's in their phones, it's everywhere right now, bro. Like, and I think going back to my original point, I think that's one of the hardest things about parenting today. It wasn't that many devices and shit back then, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Listen, you had the TV, you go outside, all of that crazy shit. But now it's in everywhere these kids go. It's in their computers, it's in their phones, bro. Like, it's all over social media. They got accounts. They friends, their friends at school got accounts and all that shit. These are the people that they politic with a whole lot more and more. And then as the years go on, bro, the parents start getting this is awful because they got to work more and more to uphold these new phones, these new fucking devices and all this crazy.
Why you gotta buy a new phone? And afford housing.
Yeah, and afford housing and all that crazy.
But Leaf, this the thing though, Leaf, because even when we was coming up, we had influences too. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Bravo, Pepe Le Pew,
Game Boy,
nigga. When I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I was talking to my girl the other day, right? And I was thinking about the way we used to act in middle school and fifth. Yeah, hold on one second, bro. Like from fifth grade, fourth grade, sixth grade, seventh grade. And I'm like, yo, the shit that me and my niggas was doing at that age, bro, we ain't fucking around and catching assault charge nowadays, nigga.
Yup.
Like nigga, for real, nigga, we was little perverts, bro, really sexually assaulting these little girls, bro, and didn't even know it. Nigga going around kissing little girls, grabbing ass, grabbing titties. Like when girls start getting developed and shit, we was doing the most, bro. And like, that shit was wild, bro. When I was sitting out talking, I was like, damn, we used to do some wild shit.
Oh yeah,
like,
today your ass was under the jail.
Oh my god, bro! Like that's
or even like, fighting.
And yeah, they trying you as an adult, my nigga. They gonna look at take one look at they gonna take one look at a 6'4", 13-year-old nigga with dreads. Bro,
I was 5'8". I was 5'8", definitely 5'8" with a fade in the 8th grade. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like in like 4th grade, 5th grade, like those days, nigga. Like we was doing the absolute, doing way too much, nigga. Like. But I remember vividly, like, nigga, when girls start getting titties and shit, like, nigga, we was not playing, nigga. We was doing too much, bro. And like when I think about that shit, I'm like, damn. Nowadays, nigga, we would be fucked.
I ain't gonna lie, I did a lot of out of bounds shit I can't speak on these airwaves neither.
I was like 9, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know no better. I should have known better. But nigga, I was 9.
I don't even think it mattered what the age was. I was doing shit that was way out of bounds, bro.
Yeah,
sure. I was just saying, like the fighting part. Like back in the day when we was coming up, we used to fight, and cops would just be standing there, and then parents and everybody be like, "Yo, you gonna let them fight?" They be like, "Yeah, they're gonna fight out their issues today. Tomorrow they'll fight again, and then at some point they're gonna tire each other out and become friends." One of my cops, I'm dead serious. I was in the Bronx. One of my best friends, me and Jason, we used to hate each other. We lived across the street from each other. Every 3 days, me and him would fight each other. Come back, and we just looked at each other like, yo, why don't we like each other? And I was like, I'm dead serious. That's exactly what we did. We would fight 3-4 days straight for like a whole 3 months over the summer. And after, I think like the last summer, we was like, yo, I'm done.
Hell no, I'm killing you, nigga.
You can't do that now. You can't do that now. Me and the kid get into a fight.
Easy heard
that shit.
Nigga said, I'm killing you, nigga.
Exactly, that's how it is.
And you can't do that nowadays.
You can't do that nowadays. Me and the kid go at, or me and my friends come to a fight.
You can't do that any day.
Oh shit! What the fuck happened to Cowboy?
Oh damn, Cowboy! Stream y'all hating. Stream y'all heard that shit.
Damn.
Hey, you can't do that any day. You can't do that.
He was talking bullshit. He was talking bullshit. He was talking bullshit. That's what happened.
I mean, shit. This nigga ain't even in the lobby no more. That nigga internet. This nigga whole computer crashed.
Damn. It said, "Nope, you're done."
Nah, you done, bro.
You done.
I ain't gonna lie, but listen.
It's fight when he was a young nigga.
It's definitely a more politically correct world, especially with like even YouTube, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie on the I wish everybody on here and this whole segment was on the Patreon because we'll be able to let this shit, man, fly, bro. Like a batting range, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like for real. But the thing is, I think the ultimate thing about today, bro, is just the influences, bro, that come from so many different directions, and that is aimed at the kids. It's aimed at these single digits, and then they go out in the world, and guess what, bro? Like everything that you taught at home, like that shit could literally just fly out of the window, bro. Like the second that you on the street, and the second that you are around other kids your age, and this, that, and the third. And the next thing you know, bro, like that talking point from, hey, what's going on with your day, son? What's going on with your day, daughter, or whatever, man? That point is starting to get lower and lower and lower. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
like
let me pull y'all code to this though. Let me run this down right quick. So y'all know I live in Portland. You know what I'm saying? So it's different here. You know what I mean? Oregon was actually ranked number 1 as the gayest state in the country. And it I guess 10, I think it was 11% of people registered as being a part of the LGBTQ community in Oregon, right?
You said 11 out of how many?
11, just 11%. 11%. So
okay.
11 out of 100, basically. Every 100 people, 11 of them are registered, are not registered, but are marked themselves as being a part of the LGBTQ community, right? So my son just got done with 2nd grade 4 days ago, right? There's a kid in his class, little boy, who goes by Elizabeth.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Hold on. And so they call the kid her and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow. How old?
They're 8. They're 8.
Okay.
Shit, man.
This is the thing.
How do they
play
on?
They actually play on the same soccer team as well.
Oh wow. So what
this was the boys. Oh well, no. At this age, it's all of them play together.
Mix it, all of them play together.
Yeah, they're 7,
yeah,
8, 9.
mix, for sure.
They all play together. Well, they're all. This is the 7 and 8, so they all play together.
Okay.
But this is the crazy part. This kid's dad is actually the coach of the soccer team.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying? So, but it's not one of them soccer teams where they
qualifications
traveling.
Needed.
It's not. Well, yeah, you don't need. I was the coach a couple seasons ago. I don't know shit about soccer.
I did it this year.
Little,
I
right?
did it like a couple months ago.
This is the thing. So this is the thing, right? It's not like my kids ever like alone with them or anything like that. It's not one of those soccer teams. We all meet up at the field for an hour and a half. They do their thing and we leave. It's not like a travel team where you got to catch a ride with your coach type shit. It's none of that shit going on, right?
Okay.
But this is the thing. This little kid, he goes by Elizabeth and wants to be called a girl. Wears little things in his hair, all types of little shit, right? But at the same time, this little kid wears a cup.
What the fuck?
Wait a minute.
All day, all game, running around, adjusting the cup, holding on to the cup, moving around, all types of shit, right? But the kids
you could call him up, but it's gonna come back on.
The kids' grandparents come to the game, call the little kid Elizabeth and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know. I'll just be like in complete confusion. I don't know how to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Obviously it ain't none of my business. You know what I'm saying? My son knows he's a boy. He don't got no issues with that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But when it's too far,
I feel like now it's too far because a lot of times they're learning about it. Here's the problem. They're, to me, just me, I feel like a lot of times they're exposed to so much shit to where it's like, back in the day, we weren't really exposed to that type of shit. So it's like, oh, we don't know nothing about that. But oh, I want to be different. So now they're explaining shit like what it is. I'm not going to say it, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, now they're like, oh, this is okay. This is what it is. And it's like, no, back in the day, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
So
I feel like exposure is the problem. Exposure.
Yeah, man. My thing is
I
like,
agree
so
with that.
even when I was younger, like even when I was younger, you know, even when I was younger though, you know what I'm saying? Like I got a gay uncle on both sides. My mom's saying and my dad's side actually.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? And gay, but the thing about it is my gay uncles are, you know, well, one of them passed away, but they were men. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel me? Like my thing is
they wasn't out there. They wasn't out there like playing a part. They were still men, but they
were men. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they were out. They were out. They weren't like faking and having girlfriends. Like one of them was like he went through that. He had a marriage and all that, but that it ended and he lived his truth. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that may be.
It happens.
But my thing is for me, it's like I don't got no issues with nobody because of their sexual preference. If you want to be gay,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't got it's none of my business. I don't care either way. Like I don't vote for shit like that. I don't care about shit like that. But this is my thing. If you're gonna be gay, be gay. But you know what I'm saying? You're still a man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my thing. Like you can't just decide, oh, I'm a girl now. Like
you know what?
Oh, you can't say that.
I gotta say this.
I want to stay over here on this graveyard.
I feel you, bro. And I gotta say this, bro. Like
but you know how people act though.
My thing is just like, yo, if you that like whatever you do, like
do what
physically,
you do,
bro, like that's fine. Like, but at the same time, that doesn't have to be your identity all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't have to be your way of life. You know what I'm saying? Like I think people are making it that their way of life and how they feel is more important than what's real. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those things, man. Like to me, how dare I disrespect the man upstairs for how he made me? Like how dare I do that, man? Like he made me all 5'10" and 3/4, and I'm still bigger than niggas taller than me, man. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like listen, I'm like I cannot disrespect what you know the man upstairs put together.
I'm just gonna say this because even though you say that, everything to me is a test. So when it comes to the man upstairs, if that's in front of me, it's a test to see how I handle it. Because for all you know, they could be putting on a front to set you up. Because I've been to places like that where you would be walking down the street and two guys you think are gay are really grown ass men, and they'll do something to you if you try to like make fun of them. But that's not what I was trying to say. When it's too
gay
far,
niggas
it's
will
too
fuck
far.
you up.
No, hold on. I was just saying when it's too far is when you can't be you when you have to be you. For example, that stuff going on, okay, I'm cool. But if they're in your face, blocking you from going to the store, saying you need to listen to me and understand it, and they're yelling and screaming at you, and you just say have a good day, and you trying to walk away, and they still in your face. That's where I draw the line. I'm like, yo, that's enough. Going too
far is when
here's the problem.
Going too far is when there's one whole side of the government telling little boys. There's one whole side of the government, bro.
Yes,
there is a whole side of the government that is telling little boys you can cut your dick off and be a bitch if you want to.
Yes, that's the problem. I don't give a fuck about all the motherfuckers, grown ass motherfuckers, but you're telling kids.
That's parenting,
you
man.
can do that.
Everything goes back to coaching and parenting.
But that's the thing. See, Cowboy. See, that's the thing. I have this conversation with context all the time. All the time. Parents, it's not just parenting. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more to it than that. There's so many influences that go on to it. If all of y'all up here really sit here and tell me that you listen to your parents every time, when your parents said don't try that, that you really say, well, I'm not going to try it because my parents said I'm not going to do that. You would be lying, bold-faced lying to me, bro. It's no way. That's just not how it works. You can be the best parent you want. You can raise your kid however you want, and they're still going to, at the end of the day, have to make a decision. Now, mind you, living whatever lifestyle you want to live, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying this. What I'm saying is you have to be able to make choices and be strong and be who you want to be. Don't let somebody force you or coerce you or convince you or influence you to be somebody that you don't want to be, somebody that you might grow up to not love. Because when these kids, they're letting kids make decisions at such a young age, they're doing things that will permanently change their body for the rest of their life. And then one day they might grow up and be like, man, I really wish I still had my
I was 13. I cut my dick off at 13.
I really wish I wouldn't have took those pills. I really wish I wouldn't have took those pills that didn't let my nuts drop.
You know what's crazy?
There's a lot of that stuff going on. There are a lot of people that are harming themselves now because of decisions they made when they were younger, when they were just a dumb kid being influenced by people that. Well,
influence.
I'm sorry. I was raised. Look, I'm just gonna. There's a lot of people. I was raised in the era.
There's a lot of grown adults who have had surgeries.
I'm not even talking about that. Like, when I was growing up in, I grew up in an area where they had the whole RuPaul drag era. Like, I grew up in the Bronx. A couple of my family members I know go on that side of town. I go on that side of town to see them because I don't sit there and judge people. Like I said, I'm very nice. I'm respectful.
Me too.
Yes, a lot of people do things, but they ask me the same thing, and I talk to all of them. I'm like, who am I to judge you to make a decision that you want to do? One. And two, when it comes to me and mine, I always listen to my parents because when it came to having sex with people and all this other stuff, they sat me down and showed me videos of where guys would have consensual sex with a woman, go to jail for 18 years, and then get off 18 years later for DNA later, and they were innocent, but their whole lives are ruined. My parents told me the dead honest truth about almost everything negative that can happen out there, so I was aware. That's why I say it goes on parenting. So for me, when my parents told me, hey, don't have sex, there's the old saying my father always told me that my grandmother told him. Always have a hood over your head before you have a hood on your head. You guys understand that?
Okay. Understandable.
Make sure you have a roof to protect you and you have a place to live before you're worried about going around sticking your dick in women. Right? That's what the hood on your head means.
Well, that's old school. Right.
But see, this is but see, for me, but this is what I'm talking about with these kids and all these new situations.
Okay.
A lot of kids that
I was saying about the new
situations. A lot of the kids that are going through this.
Hold on, Cowboy. Go ahead, D-Bill.
What I'm saying is the new situations are totally different from what you're talking about. You're speaking from a perspective of, I mean, you're 40. I mean, close. We're close in age, but like 80s. Like you're born in the 80s. It's different now. Now they got people. I'm sorry, I don't want to be offensive, but
talk your shit.
We got motherfuckers. The Kardashian dad or whatever his name is, I don't know, Bruce, or whoever you want to call him.
Yo, this nigga got Woman of the Year.
What?
How?
Yeah, he did. He got it within 6 months after he did the surgery.
What? No,
man, that nigga was abroad for 3 days. Easy. This nigga was abroad for 3 days and won Woman of the Year.
How is that possible?
Easy. Ain't never had a period in his life.
What the fuck?
I was going.
No, this is not. No.
I was going there.
This is not real.
Look it up right now. Look it up right now.
Yeah,
I got you.
And look at him. Look at him be aggressive.
This shit is ridiculous.
Look at him be aggressive. He threatened someone. He's like, if you don't listen to me, you will end up in the hospital. And the guy's like, so we can't have a conversation to where me and you don't see eye to eye?
Ma'am, sir.
No, it was the truth.
What are we doing?
But that's what I'm talking about.
It's crazy right now.
Talk, just walk away. That's what I do. I'm sorry. I got too much respect for myself.
The problem is because you have an old school perspective, which I understand. But the problem is this new age shit is wild right now. Like
you can't even defend yourself with shit like that. Like D-Bell, it's a dude that's on the internet right now. He goes around from restaurant to restaurant and tries to records motherfuckers saying sir and then freaks out. Actually, I am a woman. Actually, and I feel so offended right now. I really don't even know what to do right now. I feel so offended. And then they got mental health pet right here. All up on the table and shit. Like, get that fucking dog off the table. This is a restaurant.
Get that damn chihuahua off the table.
First of all, leave that fucking dog outside. This is a restaurant, okay?
Yo, Ox, motherfuckers be having dogs in baby strollers, bro. In baby fucking strollers. I'm like, what type of mental health disease is this, bro? That's a mental health disease, bro.
My neighbors have. They got
dogs are made to run on their legs, bro. Why are they in a baby stroller?
Hey, hold up. My neighbors have 9 dogs, and they have 2 President Canaros, which are big as fuck, and then they got like 7 Chihuahua type dogs. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you're walking them in a stroller. What the fuck is going on?
Yo, Ox, this nigga won that shit in 2015. It was a 2015, the ESPYs award.
I guess so. I don't know when bro won the award, but that's crazy.
That's nasty.
Y'all gotta remember, Bruce Jenner was winning gold medals. He was on the Wheaties box
in the Olympics.
Yep. He also helped Nike with their first track shoe. Most people don't know he used the waffle iron. That's how he got his track shoes.
But you gotta call him ma'am. You gotta call him ma'am.
But that's not even the point, though.
I'm not calling that nigga nothing.
That's not the point, though. I don't have to speak to you. Like, here's the thing that most people don't understand. Like, everybody got problems. Everybody got issues. But when you're trying to get more attention, like, from me, I'm not important to you. Why do you need my attention? I say that to people all the time when they're like that. Like, oh, you need to call me. And I'm like, excuse me. I'm not that important to where you need to be sitting here and getting all affectionate and upset. I'm gonna remove myself from the situation. Have a good day.
I've actually never had that type of run-in before.
But that's what I'm saying.
I live in the Pacific Northwest, so it's a lot of that out here. I've never actually had an issue before. Yeah. And mind you, I see a lot of people. And I mean, I'm just a nice dude anyway, so I would never try to make somebody feel uncomfortable or purposely do something. So I make it a point to not say, "Oh yeah, bro," or ma'am, or I just talk to people and just try to keep all that shit, because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But you're not about to press me for it. If you are clearly standing here, a 6'3" man in a dress,
6'5",
I'm not
6'5".
You're not finna make me feel bad for being all right, my bad, bro, or something like that. Like, oh, my bad. Like, but you're not finna make me feel bad for it though. Don't come around actually, I am a woman. Well, you're kind of not, but I'm not gonna tell you that. You got it. You know.
I'm gonna be mad as hell.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You decide to become a tilapia.
You decide to become the.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I never encountered that situation.
This is crazy, Ox. It's wild crazy.
I never encountered that situation.
I encountered that situation. It was like, whoa. Like, oh.
I never had that. I've always been nice.
Like,
they've always gotten like.
It's like, bro, because I'm like 6'1". I'm like 6'1", and the nigga run up on me. He's about 6'4". In the 7-Eleven, and I'm like, oh, all right. And I accidentally said, sir, because you look like a dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm sorry, you look like a dude. Like, yes, you are like doing what you're doing, but like, bro, you look like a dude.
You don't look like a dude. You are a dude. What were you doing?
No. I know, but you can't say that to people. I made a mistake. It was like my fault.
Here's my question,
bro.
right?
This is what a nigga like me got a problem with.
Hold on. Here's my question, right? Here's my question. What happened if one day they decide to come out and say, I don't want to be called like they or whatever, like they or it or whatever.
They or them or
they or them, right? Yeah.
Start talking in the third person.
Start talking in the third person.
No. What happened one day? They want to be called king, queen.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to be doing that.
Bro, we got something called a sign of mental illness, my nigga. That's what we got, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro. Like,
I mean, it would have been
bro, but now they're not going to go with that now. They're not going with
Hold on, Leaf. You would have called mental illness for somebody trying to call themselves they one person day. Like, you're not a day. You're a one person, right? If we go,
let me explain something to you right now. If you call what they have,
hold on, Cowboy, go finish what you were saying, easy.
I'm just saying though, like, you're not gonna like.
I felt like you were on something.
They is a plural term.
What if I start calling myself we? Come on, like we are we, nigga. Like we everywhere. Fuck that.
I'm just saying though, bro. Like that would be mental illness right there. They is a.
I need to hurry up and find these damn stones, my nigga.
You calling yourself one person they? You are sick. Like, yo, bro. So there's two people hiding in you. Is that what you're saying right now?
I need to hurry up and find the soul stone, my nigga. Get this shit over with.
No, hold on. The problem is we're speaking from a perspective where it's like it makes sense. Like, bro, you can't call yourself two, we, them, they, whatever. You're you. That's what
I think we need a reset button, bro. This motherfucker.
You know what, Leaf? Hey, Leaf, you know what though, for real? I'm thinking next year. I might go, especially since they getting paid more now. I might go ahead and try.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Ox.
What? What?
Yeah, Ox will go play in the WNBA.
I was just gonna say this. I was just gonna say this.
Bobby,
hey, Leaf, I'm him.
Leaf.
I'm a her.
Hey, Leaf, I might as well leave.
Yo, Bobby.
Hey, Leaf,
Bobby.
We all seen Juwana Man. It worked already. Juwana Man was a perfect.
Go ahead,
Bobby. Listen,
I identify as a her.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Listen, for as long as I've been associated with you, bro, you stood on a lot of principles, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, Bobby. This shit is not funny. It's not a laughing matter, bro. If you do this shit, bro, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, we are done, bro. We are done, bro. Like,
Wait, leave.
I'm out. I'm letting you know.
Okay.
Off the rip, bro.
I hear you, bro, but hear me out though. It's peak content. I can go undercover and try for the WNBA. Let's just see how it goes.
Bobby,
you don't have to go undercover.
That's a different type of content, boy.
Bobby, that's a different type of content, bro.
And you know what's crazy? I hate to say it.
That's Leaf. I'm getting millions of views on that shit.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? He might have a lawsuit if he does it in the right state. Seriously.
If I do it in Washington, if I try for the Seattle Storm, and they don't allow me, I got a lawsuit, bro. In the state of Washington,
you can get away with it.
Hold up. In the state of Washington, they have to let men that identify as women, they have to let you compete. It was just a boy that just won the girls 400 meters or something. I'm talking about finished like 107th in the state amongst boys, and then won the girls shit.
Actually, right?
And when that shit happens, do you know that the girls on these teams actually get punished for speaking out against it?
They pissed as hell.
There's high school girls. For the past 2 or 3 years, there have been girls getting kicked off the team, being kicked off the teams and being suspended for these teams because they speak out against boys. I'm gonna call them what they are.
Yep.
Because there's boys trying to run with the girls. There's boys trying to run with the girls, right? And there's other girls that are speaking out against it, and they're getting kicked off the teams. They're getting suspended. They're being silenced. They're being hushed. They're like, bro, I dug all the way deep into it, bro. I was listening to it, and one of the girls, like one of the girls on the team was on social media and was commenting in there saying, I've been on this team with him for 2 years, and I couldn't say anything because they threatened us and said if we spoke out against it on social media, at school, publicly protested that we would no longer be allowed to compete.
So basically,
she said, hold up. She said that we will be kicked off the team immediately and without
track and field, right?
If we speak,
bro. So basically, they forcing this. So basically, they're forcing this onto the youth, bro. Like that, and there's situations like this in a lot of states, bro. Like that's probably going on where they are forcing, bro. Like they not even thinking about it no more. They forcing this shit on the youth, and they forcing this shit in institutions, and they forcing this shit in basically a lot of things that is coming to age societies, bro. Like or where your kids go to schools and teams and associations and everything. Like this shit is to me.
What they're doing is taking scholarships away from these women. And
I need to hurry up and find it.
That is.
I need to hurry up and get the Soul Stone, my nigga. I keep bullshitting, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. I need it, bro. Like this shit needed. This needed to need.
What I was gonna say though, Bob, as far as like, I would believe you if this was back in the 90s journalism, to where you would actually do it as a journalist. I could see it for content and stuff like that, and it working. But I see you really gonna have some serious issues, and I think that you would make a lot of people understand what's going on. I'm not asking you to do it. I know I wouldn't do it because it wouldn't just be me that I'll be out there doing it for. It'd be like people I don't even know trying to attack me. I don't know if I could take that risk. But what I'm saying is, if somebody did it and actually went through a whole season and showed the video footage, I would be interested in watching it, because for me, I know it may not be good for me, but I still want to understand why you did it, because at any moment, if my son is in that pathway and he asks me, Dad, I want to be gay, or Dad, I want to do something like that, we can have that conversation. I'm not going to be stubborn and do what parents did in my generation when they told their dad, oh, another kid I knew told his dad he was gay. Dad beat the crap out of him for 4 years, told him to man up, and then shipped him off to military school.
Yeah, that's fucked up. If one of my kids can't say that to me, I'll be like, okay, whatever. But
you wouldn't try to convince him. You wouldn't try to convince him that he's not.
I'm not sure how the conversation will go. I can't tell you what you are, what you're not, but I can tell you that you're a man.
Exactly.
I can tell you I got only a few requirements for my kids. You respect your mother. First of all, first and foremost, you respect your mother. You be a man and take care of your responsibilities. Now, who you lay down with, I can't control that. Especially when you at my house, I can't control that. Nor do I really want to run around here trying to control that. Be it only your business. I got my own fucking life to live. But you are a man. You are a man at the end of the day. That's all I know. You are a man. You know what I'm saying? Now, who you lay down with, if you want to deal with that, it don't got nothing to do with me. I ain't make you that way. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You want to do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna love him anyway. You gonna love him anyway.
Oh yeah, no matter. I have to. No matter what. It's too late. It's too late. We already locked
in. I was like, I saw you come out your mother. I saw you come out your mother and cut the cord, man. Like, I held you for 9 months when she was telling me to go to the store to get you whatever she needed. Like, I held you. Like, I know what you mean. That connection is deeper for us guys.
I just want them to be, responsible. Responsible young men. Make sure that they're productive members of society. You know what I'm saying? They're not out here hurting nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's what's important to me.
You know what
but for me,
sometimes who you lay down with, who you sleep with, I don't got no control over that. Make sure that you a stand up dude. You know what I'm saying? That's all I know.
The one problem I have is when people say they got a mental illness, and I be looking at them and they're like, "Oh, I have a mental illness with this," and I be like, "Yo, relax." I actually used to volunteer at hospitals. I still do sometimes. I go into the little hospitals, the little areas, and I actually help people out that have actual problems. Like, they always used to give me, when I used to volunteer my time in the hospital, they would give me the worst of the worst. This one lady, she used to have knives to cut the nurses. She would be like, "They're not getting in this place." She would let me come in. Me and her would talk. We would have a good old time because she was mentally ill.
Cowboy, I see where you're going with this. I see where you're going with this, but that's still, people still got mental illnesses just because.
I'm asking because I don't understand.
I think almost everybody that worked the face to face of this earth, bro, had a mental illness at some point.
So I'm telling you, I just because you ain't full blown in a mental institution with a straitjacket, don't mean you don't got mental illness. Like, you can, like, there's simple. They classify shit like having anxiety attacks as a mental illness.
Okay.
Nigga, paying bills.
Most people don't
mental
even.
illness.
Everybody
got mental
most people don't even
illness
know they're
problem.
having an anxiety
What?
attack.
If you don't got that money on a certain date for a bill, nigga, your mind start going in a frenzy, nigga. That is a mental health issue, bro. Bills cause mental health issues.
There used to be a time. There used to be a time where y'all can, you can say whether it's good or bad. I'm gonna leave that up for you to decide. I got my own feelings on it, but there was a time where it was like, okay, you have an anxiety attack. You're feeling depressed. You just want to lay down. Okay, I understand that. Now get your ass up and go to work. Get your ass up and go take care of your business. Nowadays, it's like, okay, take some time off. This and that. So it's like, I don't know which one is better. I do believe that, especially in our society, our culture, people that look like us, I do think we need to try to find somebody to talk to more often and seek therapy. I don't think there's anything wrong with having somebody to talk to, a therapist or something like that. I wish that the generation before us, I wish our fathers or uncles and grandfathers would have been more open and shit like that. But it was just a different time. It was a different time, and I understand that. But
different era.
You know what? And I gotta agree with that sentiment, bro. Everybody excluding myself because I like to fuck with people, bro. Like especially when I'm sitting by myself. I was told, bro, I was a manipulator of emotions. I was a manipulator of energy. Somebody told me that the other day, bro. Like, and I actually had to sit back for a minute. I was like, do I really manipulate bad energy, bro? Like realistically, bro? Like because, I don't know if I do it,
bro.
Huh?
You an instigator, bro?
No, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm an instigator, but like people would just look at my mood and just be like, now I'm in a bad mood, bro. Like I'm like.
Why you in a bad mood
for looking at sleep? That's what I was telling you. That's what I was telling you the other day. You be letting the devil in.
You're like Igor.
All right, hold up. Please, let's not go.
You set yourself up for it, though.
Let's not go that. Let's not go that far. I'm like, I had to think about it for a second, but I think it's mostly, bro. Like, I just like to fuck with people. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I really do, bro. Like, I've been in a therapy session. Well, it wasn't for me, bro. I've been in a therapy session. I was actually like, clowning around
not
and shit,
man.
You? No, it wasn't for me. But I actually been in a therapy session. It was a school therapist and shit. It was a school therapist. I actually just sat up in there, just start bullshitting around, man. Like I ain't gonna lie, but like, cause people like to talk about serious shit. I like to break the ice, man, by bringing up some funny shit. You know what I'm saying? So
you never went for yourself?
No, hell no. I wouldn't go for myself because I just be bullshitting the whole time. Because I'll be sitting there like being in therapy for the therapist.
You ain't gonna bullshit if you have to pay that bill yourself.
If you never went,
that therapist bill ain't no fucking joke.
I know it ain't, but in school like it was kind of like somewhat free, but it was that
was a problem, and I don't know your age, but like. Early 90s, that was a problem with us too.
Yeah.
Because we took it as a joke. Yeah. We took it as a joke.
We did. Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, I think a lot of people did for many years, man. I grew up in a household. Listen, my father would see some shit like that on TV. I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with these niggas, man. Fuck out of here, man. Like they knew that they was in their right mind when they ran up in their house and they shot up all them people and then ran out and then they was out. In the other mind, and then it was like, oh shit, I fucked up, and then now I gotta shoot myself. Come on, bro. Like, what was the shooter thinking, my nigga, when during these mass shootings, and then he killed himself all after the fact? That's his thought process. Sure. And, I mean, in a large retrospect, that's kind of mine too. But I mean, I don't display it all the time because obviously you can't say that shit out loud. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's something to think about. That's all. Well, yeah, I need to hurry up and find this. I need to hurry up and find this Soul Stone, man. This shit need a crazy reset.
Oh yeah, yo, Bob. I know you can't. I know you remember doing this. Mischief Night. You can't do that no more. Oh, I miss Mischief Night.
What's
Mischief Night?
Y'all never did Mischief Night the night before Halloween?
What about capture the flag?
What is that, Bob?
Wait, hold on. Y'all never did Mischief Night? Okay. When you were in the city, what you would do on Mischief Night, Because nowadays you can't even buy eggs 2 days before Halloween, but you used to get eggs. You used to go get eggs, toilet paper, grab some of your friends that you didn't like right before, because some kids would do Halloween trick-or-treating the day before. Because, the night of, it's always packed or whatever. So what you would do is you go to school with your Halloween costume or whatever you're going to wear for that day. Then you would go home. But on the way home, people you didn't like, you get your ski mask, grab them, snatch them up in some toilet paper, egg them, throw shaving cream on their face, take pictures, come to school, rip up their costumes,
Nigga,
like
are you
all of that.
talking about kidnapping? That sounds like
No,
kidnapping
not
or assault
kidnapping.
and battery.
You just tying them to the tree with some toilet paper
Nigga,
and
that's
tape and throw
tying them to
shaving
the
kidnapping.
cream
tree.
and
Bruh,
eggs at them. And then also you
Nah,
egg their house if they get away, you
I'm
trick
not
their
gonna
If
lie
they
to you,
get
Mello.
away,
you
wait
trick
a
their
second.
older
Hold on,
brother
Leaf.
and
Hold
take
on,
their
hold on, Leaf.
candy.
Hold on. Wait a second.
I know
You
egging
just said
houses are
you'll
fun.
egg houses if they get away, nigga. That's kidnapping.
I mean, you really just wrapping them around the tree. It ain't kidnapping. They in the public. It's
it's
Halloween.
kidnapping, bro.
Everybody think they're part of the tree.
Hey,
It's a
bruh.
wrap. It's
Hey,
a wrap for you,
bruh.
bro.
Hey,
You going to
bruh. That's a
jail?
little different.
You hold
You a
if
Going to
little
you
jail.
You
hold
that's
know
a
if you
though.
hold
different
somebody
era, bro.
if you
Jail,
hold
fam.
somebody if you hold somebody against their will, nigga, that's kidnapping.
Sure.
But it's a part
You
of
going to
these.
jail?
But
Yeah, that's
Going to
different.
jail, bro. It's over.
I'm not gonna lie though,
This
like
conversation is over. Going to jail.
that
around
ain't going
Halloween
to jail,
times.
man. It's Halloween.
Going to fuck to jail,
Around
bro.
I ain't
Halloween
never did
times,
that.
bro.
I ain't never
I ain't
did
never
that
did nothing
before.
like that. But like
Me neither.
around
But
those times, bro.
the kidnapping though did happen in Jersey City. When I moved to Jersey City
Oh,
and
that's wild
Mischief
crazy.
Night was still going
That's
on.
some Jersey shit, bro.
Yeah, they
That's some
used to.
Jersey shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
That's
can't be
exactly
Yeah,
what
walking
it
that
is.
around
wasn't
with nothing
happening,
like
bro.
That
Cause
ain't
look, cause
normal.
like you was having
That
to
ain't
like
normal.
look over from like rooftops and shit. Like niggas would fucking like egg you on
Yeah,
the street, and then like even around
yeah.
those times too, like even if we really gotta be real about it, like a Halloween time was a dangerous time to be honest
Yup.
with you too. So like it wasn't like really like all fun and games. It was really dangerous. So like
If
you
you
had to be
wasn't back,
careful.
they would steal your candy. You get poked certain nights. That's why I said kids would go the
You get
night before.
slashed up
Y'all
in your
think I'm
face.
crazy? Yeah, they slash your tires. They break into your house. Mischief night. If they didn't like the teacher
Yeah,
and the teacher didn't
that's
give the
not
candy, they
fun.
set his house on fire. Oh yeah. They used to do
You know,
all types
I
of
That's
feel
not
shit.
fun.
why do I feel like the more and more people explain it, the more and more people like in certain areas wanted to actually get close to what Halloween would be like if Michael Myers actually existed, my nigga. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people?
Right.
Yo, Bob,
Like,
bring
yo,
that
bro,
up to
like,
Right.
dude,
Chilltown tomorrow. If
could you
you remember
imagine some
Mischief
big
Night.
ass? You imagine some big ass 7 dude
Big ass
niggas in a
white
house
dude.
What'd
there?
you say, Easy?
Bring this up to Chilltown tomorrow. Do he remember Mischief Night?
Well, Mischief Night.
Yeah, cause
I'm
some
sure
Jersey
he
shit.
remembers it for sure.
Nah, he probably do, bro. They from Jersey City, so
He ain't that old.
yeah, he ain't that.
But niggas was different back then. Like, bro, like
Nah,
that
yeah,
shit's
when he
scary,
was
low key.
around though, they were
I'm just
safe. They
saying.
were cool. Like Newark, he was. I think chill when he was. Yeah. When he was in college, I was in teenage. So like that was '01. Yeah, so like around that time, that's when we were still doing crazy stuff. But you couldn't go to Inglewood, you couldn't go to Jersey City, you
Oh,
couldn't
one. That
go.
nigga Chill wasn't in college in 01.
I thought he was in college around
Nah,
that
he was in
time.
college in the '90s.
Nah,
He was in
that
college in the
was
Hell
'90s.
no.
No.
he was in
Nah,
college in
nah,
the early
he was
20s.
in college around like late '90s because he told me about it. He was like he played
Yeah,
against he played against Utah who had Andre Miller and Keith
yeah.
Van Horn.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying. I
I'm saying
graduated in
that
'01.
was yeah, but I'm saying he was like early mid 90s though, right? Because also like
Nah. He was like towards the late '90s. I want to say like 90, like around
Like
90,
97 or
90,
98.
97,
Yeah, you probably
98.
Yeah.
talking
Give
like
around that.
97, 98.
Around
Bob
Yeah,
talking about
when Kobe
01.
around when Kobe came in the league. Around when Kobe came in the league.
But
yeah.
Cowboy talking about
That's about the
01
time.
though, 01, 02.
No,
Yeah.
I
Cal.
graduated
No,
college.
he was before that. He
I
was
mean high
before
school.
that. He was
I
before
graduated.
01. He was before 01.
I graduated high school in '01, but what I was saying was when I was going to school, he probably was in college and like, doing his college thing because I got to Jersey
Okay.
in '96. So I was from like '96. That was
Yeah,
the
it was
best.
around Kobe time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
all
but
right,
then
but
that was
shit
even
though.
crazy.
Because
But
we
shit,
said,
though, I think we'll leave it there at Mischief Night, yo. I gotta lay it down. Got a busy day tomorrow.
All
So
right, man.
Yeah. Let's
New
do
York,
that.
go, New York, go.
yeah. But for sure,
hell
appreciate
no.
y'all
Cause
pulling
I
up.
still gotta find these 6 stones and get this shit back to normal.
For sure.
Yeah. All right, y'all. All right, D Bill. All right, Cowboy. Leaf Dig Easy. All right, y'all. Man. Yo, that was a hell of a graveyard shift, y'all. Really appreciate everybody for stopping by. D-Bell, Easy, Leaf, Diggy, Trump, who else stopped by? Chris, Joe, Cowboy Bob, everybody that did stop by. My bad if I forgot anybody. But yeah, man. Once again, before you do get out of here, please make sure to like the video, share the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, shame on you, man. Just subscribe, click that notification bell, never miss another graveyard shift. NSB, all the shows, man. We got a lot of things coming up this summer, man. I hope y'all ready for it. I'm looking forward to it. Before I let you go, let me remind y'all that you cannot buy energy. You got to get some sleep, man. That's a quote from my man Breezy. That's the quote of the month. That's not the quote of the day. That's not the quote of the hour. That's not the quote of the week. That's not the quote of the show. That is the quote of the month. You cannot buy energy. You got to get some sleep. In the meantime, though, I want to just again, give my appreciation for everybody that came through to the graveyard shift this tonight and held it down with us and interacted in the chat. Sent super chats. Just took part in the conversation, man. It's always love. I obviously wouldn't do this if it wasn't for y'all. If it wasn't for the viewers, the subscribers, I wouldn't be here. It wouldn't be no point. So, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. I also forgot to say something earlier, man. We got a podathon coming real soon. Y'all know how we do 24 hours of straight streaming. The podathon will be coming soon. I'm gonna let y'all know the exact date here soon, man. Y'all just keep your eyes open. Man, love yourself, drink some water. You know what I'm saying? Get some cardio in, get your blood flowing. Never drink and drive, y'all. Call a cab, call an Uber, call a taxi. If you're in my region, you already know you can holler at me. Yeah, man. Good night. Peace out.
Hey, it's Kelly here, former crack addict, recovery coach, and Life Beyond Sobriety. That is my private online community for people in addiction recovery who want to set big goals now that they're sober and make those goals happen. We learn strategies in weekly live coaching sessions to make those things come true. Go to lifebeyondsobriety.com and